was Drake,
Don't just try to tell me you love me. Can't keep it real if you really don't trust me. Come with a real, you here in the front, so you get my meals. So I'm gunning for the money in the bank. Come on with a dank, scrolling that tank, rolling with the gang. You sick and I on the sideline tripping. I go to the hole with the rock like Pippin.
I'm okay.
What up, though? Welcome back to the World Heavyweights Live on WoodSports.com. I'm your boy Eazy, joined by my man Spin Mo Rats.
What up, though?
What up, though? What are you looking for?
I don't know. I lost my identity. I lost something too once. You see that episode of SpongeBob when he loses the name tag?
Yes.
Why'd you eat snail po? That's the best part.
Yo, Chris in the TV booth, JB Smooth the ones and
Most
twos.
important meal of the day. Serving it up Gary's way. Cha.
Don't remember that episode at all.
Dude, what?
Nope.
Oh, it's a great episode.
I remember the first part of that you said, and then
He's stuck.
that part of it, no.
He's in the diner. He's sitting there, had a cup of coffee. He's like,
I know me.
I lost something too once. And then he tells him the story, and he says he tries Gary's food, and his face turns all gray and like shrunken in. Then it cuts back to the diner, and the guy's like, "Why'd you eat snail po?" It's a good episode.
That's how we start Monday in this beat, you hear? Championship weekend went. How'd you feel? How you feel about the NFC Championship was kind of?
Yeah, NFC Championship was meh. Obviously, Purdy went down in the first series. And Josh Johnson tried to do everything he could, but then he went down.
Jeez, yeah.
And then Purdy came back in and couldn't even throw the ball. So it was kind of ugly. I think Niners would have won if Purdy would have not been hurt.
That's cap. They definitely still would have lost.
I don't know.
And when people, the other part about that too, like people are like, oh, if Purdy was healthy. Like he was in the game to start healthy, but it's due to like the Eagles dominating them that he left injured. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, I just don't want the Eagles to lose any credit.
He played 3 plays. That's enough to decide the game.
No, I'm not telling you that. I'm just saying, like, what are the reasons why he got hurt was because of the performance of the Eagles. You know what I'm saying?
The reason why he got hurt was because they tried to block Reddick with a backup tight end.
And the Eagles got the better of a minute. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hassan Reddick, a hell of a revival to his career.
Yeah. Was he the MVP? He should be. He should have been.
I'm not sure. Did they do that for the conference games?
Yeah. What? Yeah.
Really? I didn't.
Kelsey won MVP.
Yeah.
It should have been Hassan Reddick.
It's definitely probably was him for sure.
He had 2.5 sacks?
They had 2 sacks.
Forced fumble.
I mean, he took out their starting quarterback.
Yeah.
You obviously don't like wish that to happen. You wish him to get a little banged up, maybe. But I mean, effectively though, that took their quarterback out of the game, helping the Eagles win. And the 49ers defense still like elite, and the Eagles still put up 31 on them.
Yeah.
Although they did have the one extra turnover, two turnovers, I believe.
Yeah,
against,
2 turnovers, a lot of short fields.
Because the one fumble that was off the snap. Mm-hmm. Or did Johnson fumble again?
Johnson fumbled.
When was the second time? I can't remember the second
Purdy's fumble.
Oh, Purdy's fumble. That's the other one. Yeah. Okay, so Johnson's fumble.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't discredit the Eagles for that.
No.
That's I give them credit for that. Yeah.
For sure.
Tom smacked. Oh my God, Jason Peters.
Yeah.
Chris, did you see that? Did you watch the game?
Yeah, I watched both games. The question I wanted to bring from that first game before we get into the other game that was way more entertaining. Hurts, like, dude, when you were up 28, like, why are you still running? Like, these guys are hitting you, bro. Save yourself for the next game.
Yeah, they lost with their offensive lineman too.
I was honestly worried at that point.
I would have benched the starters.
100%, without question. I would have took them out of the game.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Or just give it to your running back and not your quarterback to just keep getting hit.
Yeah, that was pretty stupid. Look at Chris learn the football. Look at this guy.
Learn the football.
Start of the season, all brand new.
I'll teach you anything. Just don't eat me.
No, I can't call it a good game, but the Eagles were dominant. And I mean, we talked about the other game too, but
Johnson had 2 fumbles.
That's what I'm trying to say. I feel like there was a second one. I just don't remember it. JB, help me out.
I don't remember.
When was the snap? Did he fumble on the one with Sue? Knocked the shit out of him? That must have been the other one.
I'm not sure. Probably.
That was. Yeah, I think that was the other one.
He cracked him, and then he bounced his head off the turf.
Because he hit the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Who wins that fight? Prime Sue or Prime Jason Peters?
I want to go Sue, man.
You going Sue?
Yeah, he's more athletic.
Bro, Jason Peters grabbed that grown-ass man.
Jason Peters is a big dude.
Look, think of it this way, right? And by the way, I'm Team Jason Peters in that scenario. Like, the nonsense that was going on after the play, like, that was going on for, like, a good, like, I mean, I don't know how. I'm not going to say a minute.
You talking about Trent Williams or Jason Peters?
No, the scrum that forced Trent Williams to do what he did.
Body slam that dude.
Yeah, because there were whatever ignorant shit was going on in between, and everyone's trying to separate them. These are other grown men, other football players trying to separate the two. It's not happening. Jason Peters single-handedly grabbed that man.
Yeah,
he definitely could have got concussed. He's for sure probably concussed.
Oh, for sure.
That's the same type of hit that Johnson got when he got concussed and pulled out of the game.
Yeah.
But the funniest part about it, though, obviously it's a team or a field full of alphas at that point. Jason Peters does that. No one wanted to smoke.
All hell breaks loose.
Yeah, but nobody wanted to smoke with the guy.
I wouldn't want to fight. He's a big-ass man, dude.
Yeah.
That's a big guy to be trying to square up with. That's for sure. That is not somebody I would want to engage in combat with.
Yeah, I think one guy pushed him. Somebody in the Woodward Sports chat earlier. Oh, it was Booner. Booner was like, heavyweights versus Jason Peters. I said, no. Nope. I'm good on that.
Yeah, miss me on that.
Miss me on that. 7 days of the week.
Yeah.
I know this, too, because, even training a little bit, obviously, more than the average human being, unless you're a black belt. Obviously, you're just a savage at that point, or even blue belt. You're a beast. But there's certain humans, and this is why there's the advantage of being a heavyweight or a bigger guy, is sometimes having that natural ability, you could just stand up and get out of shit. And you see it in the professional realm of UFC, what Derek Lewis used to do with the guys. Guys used to have Derek Lewis mounted, or they'd have his back, and he just stands up and it's all right, time to start fighting again. Jason Peters is that type of human being.
Yes.
Not even the two of us. No.
I would. The first thing I'm doing if we're fighting with Jason Peters, I'm distracting him. You're kicking him in the nuts.
Whoa! I'm distracting. You're kicking him in the nuts.
All right.
You got longer reach.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, you can distract. I was going to say that, but I was like, I don't want to just toss my dog to the wolves. You distract him.
That's the other part.
I'll kick him in the nuts, and then I'm roundhouse kicking his knee.
Yeah.
If you're fighting a man that big, that strong, that much of an elite athlete.
First of all, it's just a dumb decision to do.
You gotta fight dirty.
Don't be in that. Yeah. Don't be in that moment.
I'd fought people smaller than me. Yeah. I told you the story about when I threw that dude through 5 bar stools.
Yeah.
At the bar in East Lansing.
Yeah.
That's the same. Me and him have the same size difference as me and Jason Peters.
Yeah.
So he would do that to me, and I'm a pretty big guy.
Yeah.
I like to think I'm a pretty strong guy as well.
Yeah.
And we've been messing around with Braylon before, and
bro, he knocked the wind out of me just fucking around.
Braylon will push you or something.
Yeah, bro.
Professional athletes is a different level. Braylon said it multiple times.
They're superhumans.
He said he was with one of his friends. He's telling him how you get off the line and stuff. He's like, I don't even know my own strength because I told the dude to hit me with the press.
Yeah.
And B said I chopped his arms and I bruised the shit out of him. I wasn't even trying. It is different. They are finely tuned physical beasts.
Yes.
And Jason Peters is one of the more intimidating ones up.
Hands
Jason
down.
Peters, Trent Williams, Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald's 320 pounds. He's got a 6-pack.
See the picture of him with the helmets?
Yeah, bro. These guys, not a chance I would put a fight with any of these guys.
I love Sue. And I'm a Sue stan, if you will. I think I got Peters in that one. He's just a... I don't know. Who you got, JB, in that fight? Jason Peters versus Dominican Sue. Matter of fact, I'll make this a poll, too.
I'm probably going with Peters on that one, to be honest with you, man.
Just a scary human.
Detroit Dad
scary.
said Spencer is kicking Eazy in the nuts and saying easier as Peters. I don't know it.
Detroit Dad, I knew Eazy would bring up training. I'm just saying, when you do it, though, you learn there's different human beings.
You do, yeah. I've told you about... I'm a black belt. I told you about different things that I did, and
no big deal.
When I fought my sensei once after I was a little heated, and he told me because he was a 6th degree black belt at the time, he was like, I'll go as hard as you go.
Yeah. And
so we were, I was just going normal, hit him with a shot. He hit me with a shot. I got pissed, so I swung hard, and he just roundhouse kicked me in the head, and I went flying. And I was like, all right, yeah, it makes sense. Because there is, like Meek Mill says, there's levels to this shit. And there really is, especially when it comes to physical size. Obviously, anybody can get knocked out. Anybody can get got. All it takes is one punch, but it's a lot easier to for that one punch to come in the hands of a Trent Williams or a Jason Peters than it is one of us.
Yeah.
Because there's just so much force behind it. So much more force behind it.
It is in the Woodward Sports chat, the official poll, who wins in that fight, prime Jason Peters or prime the Dominican Sue.
Sue's going to run away with this one.
Yeah, it's a little biased against Detroit Sports Network. But I could also see you voting for Sue. When I saw Sue
I'm voting for Sue.
Yeah, coming try to de-escalate Peters.
Yeah.
Even he was looking up to Peters. You know what I'm saying? Even he's like, hey, bro, chill. Like, it's just a giant human being.
Are you sure it was Jason Peters?
Am I using Trent Williamson? I'm sorry. I apologize. It's definitely Trent Williams.
Yeah, but he body slammed the guy on the Niners. Because Trent Williams is on the Niners.
Yeah. Trent Williams wanted to. Yeah, my bad. I said Jason Peters.
I mean, Jason Peters is still a big man.
Jason Peters is a big man, too. Maybe I'll just restart that poll then. Do you think people are thinking of Jason Peters when I ever think of Trent Williams? Because
They're
that's
thinking
the
of Trent
context.
Williams. But yeah,
Whatever.
Trent Williams
people
is
still voting out because I'm not even doing the poll.
Trent Williams is a scary, scary man.
That is a terrifying human being. Jalen Carter or Sue? Adiz 411 says in the Woodward Sports chat. Sue.
I don't know.
Sue. Here, all right, put it to you this way.
Sue's an old man now.
Oh, like right now?
Yeah.
I thought we were talking like.
In primes, yeah, I'm taking Sue.
Yeah.
But right now?
Yeah.
How big is Jalen Carter? Is he bigger than Sue?
Jalen Carter, big boy.
Yeah.
6'5", right? 6'5", 3 something. I mean, the difference, Aziz, this is the way I think of it, right? Jalen Carter, first round prospect, top 10 prospect, top 5 prospect, all that good stuff like that. Only like, 4 sacks this year. The Dominic Sue, I think double-digit sacks every year he was in Nebraska.
Yes. He's a Heisman
contender. Heisman
finalist.
Yeah, exactly. Like, Jalen Carter's being contended as the number 1 overall pick in drafts that people aren't trading up. And just kind of because.
Yeah.
Dominic Sue literally went like 2.
Yes.
You know, and
he was a monster.
Yeah.
He's a Hall of
human
Famer.
being. Yes. Think about it now, too. Like, this is going to be his 3rd Super Bowl. Not his 3rd Super Bowl ring, but his 3rd Super Bowl appearance. Makes me sad. Truly one of my favorite Detroit Lions.
Happy for the guy.
Happy for
the guy, too, yeah, for sure.
Todd Slane says Jalen Carter 6'5", 330.
Yeah.
It's a big guy.
Dominic Sue, 6'4"?
Yeah.
I'll never forget when I did have my season tickets and like at the end of, like the last practice, they go around high-fiving, and like Sue.
He's a big man.
It was just like beyond that, like he's just made of like marble.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just weird to like. It was like a fat guy, but like not even a fat guy though. Like it was all muscle.
Yeah, I dapped him up one time because we were downtown for my grandpa's birthday at this restaurant, and he was there.
Yeah.
I dapped him up. This was when I was a little young buck.
Yeah. Huge?
Oh, yeah, bro. His hand engulfed mine.
Yeah. The only human being I had that type of experience with, and we shot Cannon Cunningham, but we got to see him at the Lions training camp, and obviously that whole conversation was
Cannon is a very tall.
Yeah, Cannon's
man.
huge. But I also never forget like just meeting Ziggy too, because that's just another one of those things. Like this guy could crush my skull.
I'm telling you, Shaq. Like
I couldn't even imagine.
Obviously, I wasn't face to face with Shaq, but I was like 5 feet away from him because we were in the second row.
Yeah.
And I was like, Jesus Christ. Like even like him standing next to Sheed.
Yeah.
When I saw Sheed when they were warming up, I was like, damn, he's. You know, you think these NBA players are tall, like watch them on TV, but you see him in real life.
Yeah.
It's different. And I saw Sheed, I was like, damn, he's tall. And then Shaq walked over, I was like, good Lord. this was Laker Shaq. This was prime Shaq. So that man, he's probably in better shape now than he was in his entire career, though.
Shaq?
Yeah.
Not anymore.
No, you see, he works out like every day. He's probably in the best shape of his life.
Starting
right
to look
now.
chubby again. I don't know.
You follow him on Instagram?
I'm just talking like when I see him in the suits. Maybe I just check him out.
Dude's yoked.
I don't know if like I meant that he did get like, because he used to do like those old jiu-jitsu videos. Mm-hmm. He grappled that. I'm pretty sure he grappled black belt with no legs or something like that.
Anytime him and Chuck wrestle, dude, that's top tier.
Who pushed him into the tree? Was that Chuck or was that Kenny?
Kenny pushed him into the tree. Yeah.
Do you think he like oversold it or like Kenny? Like,
dude, he's
it's a lot of
big ass
dude
to be.
Yeah.
He was running full speed.
That's fair. Damn, we didn't get to talk to Tony Romo. It's time for commercial break. What
did Tony Romo even do?
You didn't hear it?
No.
I sent you the video.
I didn't watch it.
I don't know if we get in trouble for it because it's like recording for TV. I'll find out during the break. Tell us about Lady Jane's.
Okay, because you can come into Lady Jane's for an award-winning haircut experience and register for a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to win a down payment on your dream home up to $200,000. Lady Jane's is open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime, no appointment necessary, because at Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
Get a shot up. This is for the win. All of Detroit's sports teams live on Woodward.
All of Detroit's sports coverage lives on Woodward Sports.
Driving the best in Detroit sports coverage.
The sports marketing agency would not be who we are without great community partners like Higuera Health and Carol Zaniga.
It's an awesome opportunity to partner with your organization. Higuera Health is a comprehensive behavioral health organization, we serve children through older adults with mental health, substance use, and developmental disabilities across Western Wayne counties, and really excited to now be in downriver communities as well. Give us a call at 734-458-4601.
You don't have to go to the beach, man. You don't have to get your butt crack full of sand. You just need a little chili peppers, man, to get that glowing beach chili peppers tan. Woo!
With 26 locations in the Metro Detroit area and more coming, Chili Peppers Tanning is where you'll find the cleanest salons in the D. Join the Pepper Club for the best deals on unlimited tanning. Head to chilipepperstanning.com.
You just need a little chili peppers, man.
Woodward Avenue, the first paved road in America. Woodward Sports, the first sports network born in Detroit and made for Detroit.
What up, though? Welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Eazy, joined by my man Spinball Rex.
What up, though?
You and Chris. JB Smooth. Excuse me. That's perfect. There he goes.
Let it out.
Feeling a lot better.
Let it out, brother.
In the Woodward Sports chat, they're talking about you getting waves.
Me getting waves?
You think you could do it back in the day?
Oh, yeah.
I think you could, too. Are you Italian or Sicilian?
Italian.
You know what they say about Sicilians, right?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Actually, I might be Sicilian.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either.
I'm pretty sure I'm Italian, though.
All right, we talking about who wins the fight, Prime Trent Williams or Prime Dominic Sue, because they're both kind of up there.
I'm going to show up in a do-rag tomorrow.
They're both older fellas, but Dominic Sue is winning this one by a landslide. To be fair, Trent Williams is more of like a protector. Dominic Sue, like, you've seen the aggressive side of him because he's a defender.
Yeah, well, I mean, Trent Williams is a very aggressive man, too.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't take shit from nobody.
Yeah, he's the one that stops Dominic Sue.
Yes.
Yeah. I would pay to see that fight.
And he's, like, his pass protection is good, but
yeah,
his run blocking is where he makes his money.
He's a freak.
And the way he can pull.
Yeah, so he's a freak.
As a left tackle, like, it's a scary man. I used to love pull blocking, dude.
It's the best.
Fun. So
especially at, I never played anything above high school, but I'm assuming at college defenders are more aware of that. You know? In high school, you just catch everybody clean.
Oh yeah, crack people,
passing out concussions like it's your job.
Handing them out like hotcakes.
All right, I do have a question stemming off of the conference championship games, and it's pertaining to the Detroit Lions because we are Detroit Sports Network, and we have to do that around her. I want to know.
Have you ever seen the rain?
After watching these teams are truly contending for a Super Bowl at that point. Do you feel like the Lions are closer or further after that?
I think they're closer, honestly.
Really?
You look at these teams, you look at how they, obviously it was the first game of the season, but how they competed with Philadelphia when they played them this year, and that was the Lions at their worst. That was the worst type of Lions we saw when they were fully healthy. So I think they're closer. I think this excited me to see the level of skill you need, the amount of quarterbacks you need to be on your roster if you want to compete, which is like 5 or 6 now.
Yeah.
But I just think seeing what the Lions are building and seeing how they're trying to follow a similar path as the San Francisco 49ers, as the Philadelphia Eagles, and what they're building with that elite defense, excuse me, a ton of skill makers, a high caliber play caller, and putting the ball in the hands of your weapons and letting them do the work. It impresses me. And it impresses me that they're doing this so early. They're getting the pieces there. You have tangible evidence. You have an Amon-Ra St. Brown. You have a Penei Sewell. You have an Aiden Hutchinson. You have a Kirby Joseph. And these guys are all so young. They are all so young that their development to being that level of a Trent Williams, a Nick Bosa, whoever you're looking at on the outside, it's not there yet. They're starting to get there, though. They're taking their steps, and that is something that I'm extremely impressed about the Lions. It starts with identifying talent. And we have one of the best talent identifiers in the NFL. We have one of the best guys to just find a diamond in the rough. He's done it consistently now over his tenure with the Detroit Lions, and I expect him to do it even more. And I mean, we're going to talk about this later, but he gets an extra $16 million in free agency. He's got 4 picks in the first 2 rounds.
Yeah.
The Detroit Lions could be looking at a Philadelphia Eagles type roster in the future, where you just have studs littered through the lineup. Obviously, they're young. Obviously, it's going to take some time. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but that is what they're building. And how you build good contending teams in the NFL and consistently stay in contention and keep those teams afloat is hitting on late round draft picks. Everybody's going to get talent out of the first, second, even third rounds. But where you hit is with picks like Amon-Ra St. Brown, Malcolm Rodriguez, James Houston. These guys are what forces teams to take a step over somebody else. Because like I said, anybody can hit with the first round pick. Anybody can hit with the number 2 overall pick. As much as I love Aiden Hutchinson and as much of a slam dunk as that is, I thought he was a lock for the number 1 overall because that's the talent that he was. But what really stands out is when you're hitting guys in the 4th and 6th round that become contributors, that become factors. And that is how you build a great roster, and that is how you have sustained success in the National Football League.
So I felt, and I'm with you too in terms of like it's a talent thing, right? And then that's why I felt a little bit further. I was looking, and I'm kind of just eyeing up how the Lions would stack up. And I know the Lions play the Eagles like head to head week 1, but I think we'd both say both those teams transformed drastically from that point on.
Yes, 100%.
I just the Eagles team. Yeah, hit me with one of them boys. The Eagles team is just so stacked, bro.
What was just 17 Pro Bowlers?
17. And by the way, congrats to Amon-Ra St. Brown, Penei Sewell. They're headed to the Pro Bowl as alternates for Eagles players. You know what I'm saying? A.J. Brown, Lane Johnson. And then those are just 2 names. But Brandon Graham, Fletcher Cox, Ndamukong Suh, Jordan Davis, Robert Quinn. These are like the backups at that point. Obviously, you guys know the secondary: James Bradbury, CJ GJ, Darius Slade. We're not at that level. And I'm not saying the Detroit Lions aren't, but it made
they're building towards it.
Yeah, exactly.
They're building towards it. They're building towards having an elite player in every facet of both sides of the ball.
Yeah,
they're building towards. Obviously, these guys are very young. But we expect them to take steps forward. You expect Aiden Hutchinson to take a step forward.
Yeah.
You expect Amon-Ra St. Brown to take a step forward. You expect Kirby Joseph to take a step forward. These guys are not done growing. These guys are still in the infantile stages of their NFL careers and in their football careers in some cases. Like Kirby Joseph, this is his 2nd year playing the position. And the guy was a baller. So, to me, obviously, they have a long ways to go before we talk about them in that light.
Yeah.
But man, it's looking pretty damn good.
Yeah, I don't doubt that he will do it, but Brad Holmes definitely got to hit those homers. It just scared me a little bit, like thinking like, damn, this Eagles team is going to be one to. When's Jalen Hurts up? He's been in the league. What? This is his 3rd year.
Yes.
Okay, so no, maybe coming here soon. That was one argument when I presented this actually in the back. Lucas had brought up. He's like, well, no, you got to think like, these guys are like towards the end of their career. You have to start re-signing some of these guys. Detroit Lions, a lot of these guys are still like on their only 2nd or 3rd years headed in next year, and then you'll.
But you look at with the Eagles, it's more Jason Kelce, probably going to retire soon.
Yeah.
Lane Johnson, probably going to retire soon. That whole defensive line, probably going to retire soon. So it's more of that, but those are places you can fill. And when you talk about Holmes hitting the homers, Brad Holmes comes from the fuck them picks era.
Yeah.
So when he's ready, when he sees that, he is gonna make it happen. He is gonna go get I love the talk. Jalen Ramsey, can we get him? This guy, can we get him? They're not there yet. But when they are, you better believe that Brad Holmes is gonna go out there, bring in an impact player on both sides of the ball, and make a run for it. Because in the NFL, your championship window doesn't last very long. Unless you're the Patriots and you're Tom Brady.
Oh, man, I hate that.
So when it's there, you have to attack it. And they're going to.
Yeah.
Wholeheartedly believe Brad Holmes is going to do that when he sees the time is right.
I believe so, too. I think he exemplified that last year in the draft when we make the move for Jameson Williams. When there's a guy available that Brad Holmes believes in, and the Jalen Ramsey stuff, if that's true as well, he's clearly making the calls. The Deebo Samuel stuff, he's clearly making the calls. Just as Spinney said, when everything's built up, it's nice and pretty, and maybe you're missing the star on top, Brad Holmes is going to do it.
Brad Holmes is going to do it.
And when we've seen him do it in the past, just in terms in the building stages of this thing. So I'm 100% with you. Yeah, you're right. This probably shouldn't be a topic because no, we're not there yet. But when the Detroit Lions are, they're going all in the same way the Eagles did this year. Matter of fact, I actually want to sneak this in a little bit earlier too in the prep. Is I think they're like the best like sports town.
Philly?
Yeah, 'cause they don't give a shit. They're willing to
their fans
rebuild, restart, but it puts pressure on the organization. Their fans are like fair weather, not fair weather,
No,
but they're hardcore.
They're hardcore.
Yeah, like
they're pieces of shit.
If I'm spending if I'm a season ticket holder, if I'm just spending money on this team in general, which we're not typically, we can't afford to, but if we did,
yes,
I'd be just as pissed too. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I'd be on their asses as well, and they're not. They exemplify greatness as an organization as of late, and the fans put pressure on them because they're what, in 5 years or 6 years, the second time going to the Super Bowl, and before even that regime when they had like Doug Peterson and Carson Wentz, Detroit doesn't want to. They're scared to draft somebody to possibly move on from Jared Goff now.
Yeah,
they had Carson Wentz and Doug Peterson win them a Super Bowl.
Before that, they had Donovan McNabb, and then they go get Michael Vick, and they're like, "Sorry, Donovan McNabb,"
and Andy Reid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but they're not scared to do that shit.
No.
And they exemplify that you can do that shit.
You cannot be scared in
it's
the National
possible.
Football League. You cannot play scared. You cannot be scared in any professional environment.
Yeah.
You have to stick to your guns, stick to what made you where you are, gotten you where you are today. And that's what Philly does, man. And you saw it this year. They said, we're going all out. They signed CJ
Yep.
They signed
They traded for him.
Excuse me. Yeah,
traded
they traded
for him.
for him.
Traded for Robert Quinn.
They traded for Robert
signed
Quinn.
Sue.
They signed Sue. They signed Hargrave. They signed all these guys because they're like, all right, we could have the best roster in the National Football League.
Yeah.
And I said they were Super Bowl contenders from before the season started.
And I said they weren't.
And I just loved seeing that. I'd love to be in a position like that again, like, you know, the Jimmy D Red Wings, like the Mike Ilitch Tigers. When they were ready to go and they did it and they went all in and they paid the contract and they made the trade. Obviously it didn't work out for the Tigers, but it worked out pretty damn well for the Red Wings.
Yeah.
That's what you need. You need to be cutthroat in professional sports. Because just a simple move like that, two guys, when you have that kind of roster, can push you over that edge, can be that piece to get you to the promised land.
Yeah. Hassan Reddick was another acquisition of theirs too, coming off a couple big seasons. Man, I don't want to like do this early in the show, but I feel like a lot of it stems from them.
Who?
Rookie deal on Jalen Hurts. I was gonna say.
Yeah, no, it helps for sure.
I mean, you're affording your Hassan Reddick at that point. You're getting CJ, you re-up Slay, James Bradbury, you bring in Dominican Sue.
Yeah, and Isaac Lee. What's crazier is that the Eagles also have a top 10 pick.
Yeah.
And I saw a mock of them getting Christian Gonzalez.
Oh, man.
You add him to Slay.
Yeah.
And CJ, that's secondary.
Let's go to break.
Sounds like they're building something.
Scary. They are building something.
Does it make you want to draft a quarterback more? Like, just to have that rookie deal?
No, I don't want to do it unless it's right. I don't want to force it. If the Lions are in love with the guy, yeah, do it, but you don't just do it just to do it. You have to do it because there's a guy there that you love.
That's another example too, actually. They did the whole situation with Wentz, right? He had a arguably MVP season.
Yeah, he would have won MVP if he stayed healthy.
And then they went and drafted Hurts in the second round. Like, you can do it, people. It's not a big thing, but I don't see an ad read here. Are we going to read something here?
Yeah.
We are. The Lions are building something, and where you can build something
you're so crazy.
is Matrix Home Solutions. Now, you know they're the go-to for any home project. They are basement and remodel experts. They got the A+ Better Business Bureau rating, all of that. But join Big D Energy and Armani and Edwards with Maz this Friday from 11 to 4 p.m. at the grand opening of the Matrix Home Solution in Plymouth. Check it out, all that Matrix does, and have your chance at winning great prizes, plus autographs by Braylon Edwards and Darren McCarty. See you Friday at Matrix Home Solutions in Plymouth. That's 41303 Concept Drive, Plymouth. And once again, call them at 888-594-8844 or go to matrixhomesolutions.com.
Make sure you download the Woodward Sports app in the App Store and the Google Play Store today. Take Woodward Sports with you wherever you go and listen live on your phone or mobile device.
Hi, I'm John from Better A Mortgage, and to me, family is more than blood. That's why I have the biggest family in Metro Detroit. If you're looking to buy a house or refinance and need a loan, Come get treated better than family by me and our entire team here at Better Rate Mortgage. We pride ourselves on giving you better advice, better service, and a better loan experience. That's why we are Better Rate. If you're looking for a new mortgage, come get treated like family. Actually, better with Better Rate Mortgage. Visit us at mybetterrate.com or call at 248-480-4467 today.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Beverly Hills Golf, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog.
Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
What up, though? Welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com.
Pink Panther has beat.
I had my headset turned on. I'm your boy Eazy, joined by my man Spin Mo Rax. We got Young Chris, NTD Booth, JB Smooth, the ones and twos. I don't want to go there that yet because I just know people are gonna get pissed off on the rookie quarterback stuff.
Yeah,
but I know, but I'm trying to mimic a situation like the Eagles for the Detroit Lions, and I just can't when the guy's getting paid $30 million. You know what I'm saying? It's just not the same. Really just not the same. But we have the extra draft capital. Brad Holmes knocks him out the park, then we Gucci, baby.
And I expect him to. I expect him to get 4 starters.
Yeah. Speaking of starters, defense, the way a lot of people want to go, because I've been told in the Woodward Sports chat that Goff is in his prime. Why waste prime Goff? Go all in.
I mean, he is in his prime, but...
So with that being said, some people are still freaking out. Some people are still freaking out about drafting a cornerback in round 1, or at least top 10 pick. I'm not sure if they're just round 1, but why? They've been knocking them out the park.
Why? It is crazy when you look at the first round cornerbacks that have been drafted over the past 6-7 years.
Yeah,
you look at these guys.
Since 2017.
Since 2017.
We got a little graphic for it too.
We'll start in 2017. You got Marshawn Lattimore and Marlon Humphrey. Marlon Humphrey is a dog for the Baltimore Ravens, one of the most slept-on players in the NFL.
Yeah.
And then, in 2018, you got Jair Alexander and Denzel Ward, 2 Pro Bowl caliber cornerbacks.
Yeah.
And then, in 2020, you got Jeff Okudah, and you've also got C.J. Henderson and A.J. Terrell.
Yeah.
2 Pro Bowl level cornerbacks. And then you look at 2021, and you got J.C. Horn and Patrick Surtain, 2 of the best cornerbacks in the league. And then, of course, in 2022, you got Derek Stingley Jr. and Sauce Gardner. These guys are straight dogs. These guys are all dogs. And right now in the NFL, that is one of the most desired positions to have because of how good all of these wide receivers. We talked about how hard it was to list your top 10 wide receivers because every team in the NFL has an elite receiver, at least one of them. So you need some of these guys out there. You need some of the best talent out there, and they're going to start going fast. And in this draft alone, there are 4, maybe 5 cornerbacks that are going to go in the first round.
Mm.
And the Lions need to take one, whether it be Witherspoon, whether it be Gonzalez, whether it be Porter Jr. The Lions need to grab one of those guys.
I'm with you. I'm like, just give me a playmaker in that backfield, because if you build this defensive line the way you think it is, and shout out to Detroit Dabber in the Woodward Sports chat, my guy Evan, he goes, this year we had Squirtle version of Aiden Hutchinson. Next year,
War Turtle
version of Aiden Hutchinson, and then he goes to Blastoise from then on. So I hope he's accurate in that depiction. I thought that was hilarious, but it's very true though. If you're going to build up this defensive line, right? You have Josh Pascal is going to have a full off season to train with now, alongside the chemistry with Aiden Hutchinson and the rest of those guys. I'm assuming they're bringing John Kaminsky back. I mean, this defensive line, as crazy as it sounds, and we still think we need a defensive tackle, it's still going to be a strength of this team. If you have something like that, which pairs perfectly with it, and you should know as Detroit Lions fans especially, is playmakers in your secondary.
Yes.
And that's why, and again, yet the proof is in the pudding. Since 2017, the guy's taken this first round.
Studs. All of them studs.
You could point to Jeff Okudah, you call him a bust. Maybe he's a bust as a number 3 pick, sure. But is he still a starting caliber cornerback? Yes.
He is a first-round talent by far.
You know what I'm saying? He's still that at the very least. But you had the example of this back in 2013, 2014 with the Ndamukong Suh, Cliff Averill, Ziggy Ansah, Jason Jones, whoever the hell. making pressure on the quarterback into throwing the ball.
Yes.
Darius Slay back there to make a play on it. Glover Quinn was back there to make a play on it. Like, it's just, that's what the Eagles do right now. Look at their defensive front, and then you go to that secondary. It's just a perfect pairing.
It is the perfect pairing.
But the key to it is stopping the run. But I think Detroit Lions showed you they can do that this year.
Yeah, they showed it. Take out that Carolina game. They showed in the second half of the season.
Yeah, second half of the season.
That they're pretty damn good at stopping the run when they want to. They showed they can shut down a Saquon Barkley. They showed they can shut down a Dalvin Cook. They showed they can shut down an Aaron Jones twice. Like, these guys, they're primed. They're ready. The pass rush is only going to get better. Like we said, we expect them to either add in the draft or through free agency a very good piece on that defensive line. And you need some playmakers back there. You need some of this high caliber talent.
Yeah.
And these guys, dude, I'm in love with Christian Gonzalez. Like, I'm gonna follow him wherever he goes. But I really hope it's the Detroit Lions. Yeah. I'll be watching you.
JB, do you have any reservations to the cornerback market at number 6 pick? I should say in particular.
No, actually, I don't mind the Christian Gonzalez pick as well too. I think if you draft him and pair him up with Jeff Okudah, that's a nice young core you got right there at corners. I mean, he's got size, he's got the length. I mean, ball hawk pretty much. But a lot of mock drafts I've been following, they've been saying, hey, Christian Gonzalez is the guy that the Lions would take at 6. Although, Eazy, you're probably not going to like who they take at 18, but...
Who?
Why?
Bijan Robinson at 18.
Oh, I'm going to love that. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you wouldn't be in the drafting offense. I thought you wanted to go defense.
No. I'm just saying that's what people, because why waste Goff's prime? He's the number 1 guy in the league. No, I just say people with that philosophy. I think you go offense in this draft just as much. The one position I think I'd be pissed if they went with the top 4 is, it depends what they do with Evan Brown, but it's probably guard.
Yeah, no. Not a chance. You don't draft an offensive lineman in this 4.
Yeah,
you can get a good offensive guard in the later rounds.
Especially, too, like, look at the line this year. Jared Goff was the least sacked quarterback in the entire football league.
Yes, and
that guard position was constantly rotating. Like, I don't need to burn a top 4 pick on that.
Yeah, and as good as those offensive guard looks in college, the late guys that you'll get, how much better do you think they're going to look when you put them between Frank Ragnow and Penei Sewell? Like, I think they're going to look a little bit better when you have 2 Pro Bowlers on both sides of you.
Brother, they made Dan Skipper look good.
Yeah,
and he never even made it onto an NFL team before this year. And he played the tackle position before. Like, I'm not burning one of those picks on a guard. I'm sorry, it just doesn't make sense. You had proof in the pudding this year, literally.
They should definitely draft a guard.
That's the only thing I'd be pissed off about.
They should definitely draft a guard, for sure.
I'm open to everything else.
Take a guard in the 5th round. You can get a starting guard in the 5th round.
I guess I just wanted to hear the argument to, like, not taking a corner.
I don't think there is one. I think corner and defensive tackle are the 2 glaring needs on this team.
Neil came around to it, right? Eventually?
Yes.
I know he was saying no before. Do you know why he was saying no initially, or just because
he doesn't like the value?
It's not even a thing.
Yeah.
These guys are still on discounted deals. If you look at, like, the open market versus, like, it's a rookie deal.
Yeah.
You know? I guess here'd be the one argument, and we've had this one before. And actually, I kind of had this one with my guy Scott Bischoff. Shout out to Scott. It wasn't an argument. It was just conversation. But the fact that there are so many, and you and I have thought this conversation too, is that, yeah, maybe you could wait because there's a plethora of them. You know, the class is so big. Because
I want the best of the best. I want the guy that Brad Holmes is like, this is the best cornerback in the draft.
Yeah.
But draft him right away.
Right. All right, here's this, though. Christian Gonzalez, Devon Witherspoon, Joey Porter. That's a tough. I mean, you have your pick of the litter with those guys.
I'm taking Christian Gonzalez.
Yeah.
I just like it's for me, it'd be between him and Witherspoon.
And Porter doesn't turn you on at all?
No, he does, but not ahead of those 2.
Because, like, he's got the arm length that we've never seen in a quarterback.
Yeah, I like Porter.
He's got the bloodline, which is we've seen J.C. Horn,
though.
Surtain, all those guys. He may move. I don't know if he's gonna move on to 6 for sure, but I'm just saying I think he's still gonna be elite talent. Asante Samuel was a 2nd round guy.
Yeah, I like Porter. Don't get me wrong. And I like Emmanuel Forbes as well, but
yeah,
I think it's Christian Gonzalez and Devontae Witherspoon.
I'm just presenting the argument. Like I said, I'm all in.
No, I was on Porter a long time. I've been on Porter this whole time.
Yeah, I think you're the one that turned me on to Porter.
And then I looked at Christian Gonzalez tape. I was like, Jesus.
Yeah.
This kid's a stud. After we had Russell Brown on.
But I'm honestly open to, a lot of a lot of positions in this draft. I was trying to think of a way to make that not sound like clippable. But I'm open to a lot of it. I mean, Lucas in the back was even talking about, this is the most craziest one I've heard so far, by the way. I'm not surprised with these takes from Lucas anymore. He has some wild ones out there, but he said Quentin Johnson at 6.
Yeah, he liked him a lot.
Yeah, but
it's too high.
Too high. I've seen stuff with him falling to like the second round.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
But I'm not opposed to it. Not at 6, but I wouldn't be. I guess at this point with Brad, especially,
they're gonna need somebody.
Exactly. And I don't necessarily know if you point to it as a need because I think J-Mo's going to do his thing either way. But the situation you saw J-Mo do his thing, DJ Chark was in the game as well. You know, so. And look at it this way too, Joe Burrow. I'm not doubting Joe Burrow at all. Joe Burrow is the. Can we say 1B now, Spinny?
Yeah. If you want.
Apologize.
Number 1.
We can say 2.
Apologize.
By
the way, yeah, because I didn't even get to do that yet. But maybe I'll just do it when we come back and talk about that game. But the disrespect for the Patrick Mahomes. My man went out there, one leg, 3 healthy receivers. 3 just all happened to be backups, by the way.
3 referees. 1 official.
I didn't even know the referee stuff because outside of like that weird, and he did run the field. They showed the replay.
That was trash.
Outside of that,
super trash.
It was more like just missed ticky-tacky, the same old shit that we all bitch about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think there's anything too egregious.
There's a lot of egregious ones.
Yeah. That one drive that Philly had against San Fran, the long 14 play, I was like, oh.
Refs didn't have a great weekend.
Yeah, I was like, that one was kind of sketchy.
Man, I never disliked Patrick Mahomes.
No, I know, but I just the Joe Burrow stuff was a little disrespectful. But
I don't think so.
Burrowhead was disrespectful.
Burrowhead was disrespectful, but
he's still
that
3-1 against him in his career.
He is still 3-1 against in his career. But I was gonna say Burrow's got the plethora of wide receivers helping him,
and a garbage offensive line.
Well, yeah, but they're down a couple starters.
It's still garbage.
Chris Jones is also.
He got sacked 41 times on the season with a healthy offensive line.
How many times did he get sacked yesterday? Do you know? By the way, Chris Jones, those are his first sacks in postseason history.
Chris Jones is a monster.
Wild, right? Isn't that crazy to think about? That's his first and second sacks ever. We're going to continue this conversation. I'll put the phone number in the chat, too, if you guys want to call in. Before we do that, though, tell us about Guardian Alarm.
I will. Because of Guardian Alarm, it's a new year, so let Guardian Alarm offer you customized solutions from real experts. Their professional technicians take the time to recommend security and automation solutions specific to your needs. They also have 24/7 professional monitoring. You can call them anytime, day or night, and know that a Guardian Alarm team member will stay on the phone as long as needed. And of course, they have technology backed by people. Your safety and security deserves technology. It's been proven to work, and people have been proven to care. So call them at 1-800-STAY-OUT. That's 1-800-STAY-OUT right now, and let them know Woodward Sports sent you.
We are the network for Detroit by Detroiters. Welcome to the Woodward Sports Network.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1. What's your why? More epic energy? Better sleep? Blow off steam? Step 2. Join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving in our clean and spacious clubs. Step 3. Bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month.
Join today at any of the 50-plus Detroit area locations.
It's a great day to get some Centron in your life. Okay. There it is. Centron, here we go. Gotta grab the cranberry. Oh wait, it's 2 for $4. Gotta double up with the classic as well. Centron World, baby. Centron, available at select Krogers, and if you want to know how, go to @CentronWorld.com. You get dope like me. You know what? Why wait? Great taste, guaranteed.
You have an opinion? Make sure it's seen and heard. Corner, jumper. Tweet us, hop on the YouTube chat, slide in the DMS at Woodward Sports on all social media.
If you're fat, unhealthy, and out of shape like I am, you might need help from Custom Health Centers. Look what they did to Jesus, Stick. These reads are getting a little aggressive. Look what they did to our very own Ryan Armani. He enlisted their help and has lost upwards of 20 pounds. But in all seriousness, Custom Health Centers can help you do just that. They'll help you lose weight when you need it the most. You can call them at 844-789-8446. That's 844-789-8446. Call Custom Health Centers today and help them help you.
Don't be fat.
Don't be fat.
What up, though? Welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights Live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Eazy, joined by my man Spin Mo Rex. We got young Chris, JB Smooth. You can follow me at Speaky Sports _. My guy Spin Mo Rex at Spin Mo Rex.
You know it.
On the Twitters. I don't know. I know JB's up next.
Real
Chris
quick,
is
real
like
Chris
Real Poop Eater or 69.
Yeah,
something like that.
it.
Yeah. You can follow him too if you want, I guess. Whatever.
You don't have to.
Yeah, it's an alright follow.
Yeah.
Apollo
I
in the
wouldn't
Woodward Sports
recommend.
Chat says Gonzalez seems more conservative. Witherspoon seems more like a run-stop and aggressive guy. The way it was broken down to me, and we had our guy Russ Brown on the show before too, so if you guys want to, after the show, of course, and after you hit that like button, watch the clip from that one, or we watched the last Thursday episode. But Scott and I, we were talking about it, he said Witherspoon's more of like the aggressive, he's what Okuda was supposed to be, essentially.
Yeah.
In a lockdown kid, where Gonzalez has got that size to like necessarily probably just possibly like shut down like a half, side of the field. Witherspoon's more of a playmaker.
Yes.
If that makes sense. That made more sense. I should have said that way.
I like more of the shutdown factor, and you look at it with what we've talked about looking in the NFC North alone.
Mhm.
You got a Christian Watson,
Yeah.
big, tall, fast guy.
Yep.
You got a Justin Jefferson, big, tall, fast receiver.
Chase
And
Claypool.
You got to think Chase. Yeah, but you got to
big
think
guy.
they're going to get somebody good.
Mhm.
You got to think the Bears are going to go after a receiver and make it somebody who counts. So
Yeah.
you're going to need a big, tall receiver or a big, tall cornerback who's fast and can play the ball. So that is a guy. You watch Christian Gonzalez's tape; he's very good at doing just that.
Trey Adams, Woodward Sports Chat. Don't forget about Cam Smith.
Cam Smith is also a baller.
That's the one argument
SC.
for not taking a guy 6.
Shout out Gamecocks, go Cox.
You just love screaming that out, don't
Yeah.
you?
I want to buy one of those hats.
Had 5 guys this weekend.
You see one of those
Go
hats?
Cox.
Have you seen those hats? It says Cox.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's like, yeah.
WoodwardSports.com, Rich, check it out. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm really. But JB asked, would I be pissed off 18 if it was Bijan Robinson? I wouldn't. No, hell no. Give me that. I think he's more of a long-term solution at the running back position. Even if you were to move on from Goff, I get people don't want to hear that. But even if you were, he's still there, and he just feels like something that's going to be a little bit more of a constant. I think you'll get Christian McCaffrey, and then maybe those are high expectations for him. But the stuff that I'm hearing, the Dalvin Cook comps and stuff like that, I think he could be something like that, especially behind this offensive line.
Are you still re-signing Jamal or no?
Shout out.
So that's definitely a part of it. I think you still would need a bruiser in there somewhere at some point, So I wouldn't be mad if they still re-sign Jamal. I wouldn't be pissed off about that at all, no. A little bit of smash and dash in there for you.
A little bit of lightning, a little bit of thunder.
Yeah, a little bit of lightning, a little bit of thunder, lightning,
A little bit
thunder.
of shake and bake.
I don't know, would you still re-sign Jamal?
I think you do sign Jamal Williams still.
I'm upset with myself because I did look at the free agent running backs, and right now I just can't remember any of them outside of Kareem Hunt, and he's not a bruiser.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like bruiser types on the market. Possibly Saquon Barkley. Would you pay Saquon?
No.
And by the way, too, like the reason why I'm cool with the Bijan is look at what Christian McCaffrey, just the run game in general, opens up for like every single quarterback they had in that San Fran system. It made all those guys, which in my opinion were Goff-esque or mid to good, they've made them like viable options, though. You know what I'm saying, at the quarterback position. I mean, they literally went to the Super Bowl with Jimmy G, and Jimmy G was nobody wanted to trade for him last offseason. So like a run game could really do a lot for you. I mean, Ryan Tannehill in Miami, scrub, get a Derrick Henry with them. Dude's getting $30 million a deal now because he's they perform well.
Mhm.
So I think a running game really just opens up a lot for you, and we have other weapons too. Like I'd be beautiful.
There's a lot of solid like backup running backs on the market.
Give me a bruiser. Give me some bruisers.
Bruisers, you got guys like Mark Ingram. You got Ronald Jones.
Ooh, I do like that.
David Johnson.
He's kind of dying.
Malcolm Brown, he's old though.
Melvin Gordon, fumbleitis though.
Fumbleitis, yeah. Benny Snell.
All right, maybe we do have to re-sign Jamal.
James Robinson.
I do like James Robinson.
But there's like not bruiser backs. There's like good backs out there. Like Rashad Penny.
Yeah.
Obviously, we know Josh Jacobs and Saquon Barkley, Donta Foreman, Samaje Perine, Miles Sanders, Giovanni Bernard, Jerick McKinnon, Dearness Johnson.
The crazy part,
I wouldn't mind.
Who?
Dearness Johnson's good.
I like Dearness Johnson too. Would you be pissed if they took Bijan?
No, not really. It just to me, you need to figure out how you're going to rotate all three of these backs in this game together, because all of them want the ball, all of them want some time out there regardless. So it's just going to be hard for like Ben Johnson to sit here and figure out how he's going to do all this.
Yeah, for me, I think it becomes like more situational. Like,
yes. Well, Swift would be used situationally.
Yeah.
Bijan would, excuse me. Bijan would be your bell cow.
I'm actually kind of surprised. I expected to see a little bit more. We did in the first half of the season, but I thought we'd see a lot of situations with Amon-Ra in the backfield, or possibly Jamal and Swift back there, because Swift's ability to catch the ball. But he also dealt with some health stuff too.
He dealt with a lot
Maybe
of
that's
injuries.
part of it.
Yeah.
The Quentin Johnston stuff, though, I guess. Obviously, no at 6, but
no, not at 6.
Are
not
you opposed to receiver within the first?
Not if
4.
Like I said, if they don't decide to re-sign DJ Chark, I think you do need, as Joey loves to say, an X receiver. You need a big guy out there. You need a contested catch guy, a guy that you could throw a fade to in the end zone, a guy that can catch a jump ball. So, no, I wouldn't be opposed to it, but definitely not at 6. Not a chance at 6.
Yeah. Rather than Woodward Sports Chat, Bijan would give the Lions a top 3 run game. And that's the thing, too. Like, if you're dealing with the top anything, I feel like you're for sure positioned in the playoffs at the very least.
Yeah. And I understand everybody's, like, hesitativeness or tentativeness to be like, yeah, they had a top 5 offense. Well, if you want to stay a top 5 offense, you don't just stop adding to it.
Yeah. Again, too,
you got to keep making improvements.
I think what people got to remember is DJ Chark was a part of a lot of the more successful offensive games for that being a top 5 offense. So, like, having that Johnston or who's my man from Tennessee who's also, like, falling down boards?
Wyatt.
I like him, too.
Yeah. Hyatt.
I wouldn't be mad if he was a second rounder for the Detroit Lions as well.
Again, I think
that's another X guy.
I think him, Addison, and Johnson are probably all going to go in the first round.
I love Addison, but that's not an X.
No.
He's more of a everywhere, I guess. The whole X thing still just, I get it.
You want a big body receiver out there, a guy you can throw a jump ball to. And the Lions right now, like I said, if they don't re-sign DJ Chark, they don't really have one of those guys on their roster unless you're looking at Quintez Cephas, but he can't stay healthy.
And for the defense crowd, which I'm not opposed to anything. Like, this is the beautiful thing about having Brad Holmes. Draft day is truly Christmas because you're getting something for sure. You know what I'm saying? It may not be what you wanted specifically.
And you're getting a lot of something this year.
Yeah, for real though.
4 of them things.
But I just whatever he takes, I'm here for it.
I am
I'm with you. You know
1,000% blind faith in Brad Holmes.
He did
I
to
can
me
talk
with
about the guys I like. I can talk about this. If Brad Holmes picks Joey Porter Jr. over Christian Gonzalez, all right, he made the right choice. Because I believe in Brad Holmes. Like, that man's going to make the right choice. He's going to make the right decision. He's proven it time and time again.
And even if he does, like, again, I'm saying Bijan for all these reasons. He may be thinking all those reasons, but have a name that's going to be available there for you in the 4th round. You know what I'm saying?
And as much as, Quentin Johnston, we talk about that, it's great. Lions got a good X receiver for them late in the rounds with Kenny Golladay. As much as he is kind of dog shit now, he was very good for the Lions, and that is somebody that was identified late and made a pick. So if Bob Quinn can do that, I have the utmost faith that Brad Holmes can do that.
Yeah. I mean,
was
Brad Holmes.
Golladay a Millen pick or a Quinn?
No, he was Quinn.
Yeah.
He was Quinn. Not Millen, but I know you're talking about. I was trying to correct you on that, but I can't remember the name myself. Yeah, Martin Mayhew. Martin Mayhew had some pieces in there, but the obvious choices he always missed for some reason. Yeah. Like, he would find you a Levy. He'd find you, like, the most random ones, but the ones that were just Aaron Donalds, Odell Beckham's. Like, we'll go Ebron.
Yeah.
That one's still tough to get over, man.
It is.
Those are some names that are supposed to go to the Detroit Lions, just didn't. So we're talking draft, and we're going to continue talking this, but the salary cap just bumped up, and I do want to talk about the next segment because
we can definitely talk about that.
That kind of dictates what the Detroit Lions do in the draft as well.
It does, because that frees up some space for them to go after a guy. And we've talked about different guys that we like, different positions we like. I got some names down on the 3 positions that I'd like to see them possibly attack in free agency, so I'm going to talk about those. But that's not. It wasn't like, the cap bumped up $4 million. The cap bumped up. It bumped up $16 million. That's a whole damn player. That's a whole damn good player on your roster. And we've talked about the Lions potentially making cuts to their roster. I'm going to say it right now, Mike Brockers is getting cut 1,000%.
Yeah.
we assume they're going to cut Vitae, Big V.
Let's go to break.
And there are other guys that you could trim off a little bit if you choose to.
Let's just jump into it.
And I'll tell you guys that after we talk about Big Boy, because comfort foods at Big Boy are always better in the wintertime. What about their meatloaf or Cajun chicken Alfredo? But, of course, you can't forget the breakfast. The stuffed potato pancakes are back. The Lumberjack in Santa Fe Garden or the Blockbuster. Make sure you stop by your local Big Boy today and satisfy those taste buds.
The only sports network in Detroit that starts with a W. You know, because we win. Woodward Sports, Detroit's winning sports network.
When it comes to making your haircut truly an experience, there's no better place than Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Come to any one of our 26 Metro Detroit locations for an award-winning haircut experience and qualify for a chance to win a down payment for your dream home up to $200,000. Our precision haircut and talented stylists will have you looking good, feeling good, and give you a chance to change your life forever. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
What's a winter wonderland if you can't shop, eat, and play? Lucky for you, you can do it all at the Downtown Detroit Market, Cadillac Lodge, and the new winter version of the Monroe Street Midway, all located just across the street from Campus Martius Park. Find the fun at deckedoutdetroit.com.
Make sure you download the Woodward Sports app in the App Store and the Google Play Store today. Take Woodward Sports with you wherever you go and listen live on your phone or mobile device.
The Midway has swapped out roller skating, basketball, and mini golf for a giant Arctic slide, winter bumper cars, and indoor arcade and puck putt. With free entry to the site, enjoy a variety of new activities aimed at creating an exceptional winter experience for everyone. Make sure you get downtown to the Midway this winter to enjoy tasty treats while making magical memories during the most wonderful time of the year. Those tasty treats include, but are not limited to, burgers, pierogi, homemade chili, chicken sandwiches, mac and cheese bites, plus gluten-free and vegan goodies so everyone has something to eat. And of course, make sure you keep your eyes out for the Woodward Sports Winter Olympics, where you'll be able to compete against Darren McCarty, Braylon Edwards, Adam Baydoun, Ryan Armani, Jeff Iafredi, the Woodward Heavyweights, and all of the Woodward Sports family in Monroe Street Midway Games. So make sure you check out deckedoutdetroit.com for all your winter needs, and you step downtown and check out that Monroe Street Midway.
The Monroe Street Midway. What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Eazy, joined by my man Spin More Racks.
What up, though?
We got Young Kristen, TD Move, JB Smooth, the 1s and 2s, and we're rocking along on a Monday, fresh off championship weekend.
Puck.
Had a lot of conversation today. We try to,
Oh, jeez, that's hard.
Well, that was weird.
Mike G asked me to say puck 10 times really fast.
Do it.
Puck.
All right, yeah, we're good.
That's
I'm
hard.
good with that. And then you went like ASMR there for a minute too. Yeah, we were like, that was weird. Yeah, stop. Not a fan. The only times I did watch that is more like a what? Why people watch this? Anyway, we started talking about the draft, and now it's time to talk free agency because the NFL just increased salary cap from was it 208 this year to 224.
Yep.
Jared Goff's still underneath 12% of that, by the way, if you guys are wondering.
Underneath or
underneath?
I'm sorry. Over. Good call.
Over.
Thank you. I think it's around like 14% still, unfortunately. 100%. But cap is going up. A little extra money for Brad Holmes to work with, Spinny. I know we were talking about before break, talking about cutting Brockers.
Yes.
That's $10 million right there. Quara, maybe I'll save a Quara because Big V's for sure getting cut.
Yes.
I think there's a conversation about Quara. That's why.
Quara is the guy you think about.
Charles Harris, we met him, cool dude. That's $4 million you save off the books. So you think he stays? You think he? There's a conversation to be had with that one too.
There's a conversation to be had of all these players, and he talked about,
Well, I think Brocker's gone for sure.
Brocker's gone for sure.
Yeah, ain't no conversation about that one.
No conversation about that one.
That's $10 million.
And Big V more than likely gone for sure.
Yeah,
but like you said, a lot of those other players that are on the cut line are conversations to be had because Brad Holmes has said multiple times, if there's a chance for the team to get better, if there's a chance for the team to improve, he's going to take the chance.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, right now as it sits, the Detroit Lions have $13 million in cap space according to Over the Cap. Is that what you had to? And then you're adding 16. I'm sorry.
16.6 million.
So let's do the math here. 13 plus 16, 29. Right? Am I tripping?
No, you're
Yes.
right.
And then $10 million for Brockers.
Yeah. 39.
And then Big V for sure.
Yes. How much is that? That's another like 8 million. I
40.
think.
Yeah, 44.
Yeah.
And so we're operating around 44. Maybe upwards. You want to add another $7 million with the Quara?
Yes.
Let's have the Quara conversation. You want to do that?
Yeah.
What are you doing? You keeping him?
No.
No?
No, I'm not. As much as I love Romeo, I think, it's...
Romeo.
You've got depth there now. You've got Charles Harris coming back. You have a guy in James Houston that you found. Julian Okwara looked really good when he was out there, when he was healthy. Obviously, we know Pascal can play out there. You've got Frank Kaminsky on the inside, too, that can rotate. And then, of course, your blue chip and Aiden Hutchinson. So, no, I'm sorry. As much as I love Romeo Okwara, I think he's a great guy.
Yeah. I guess I'm on that.
Give him the X.
I'm on that fence of, like,
I'm on that good.
I don't hurt either way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could see some value in keeping
It
him.
doesn't hurt you. Yeah, I wouldn't be mad with either decision.
But obviously, $7 million's fun for the point of the game. JB, we got one vote for getting the X. You keeping him or cutting him?
He gone.
He gone.
Damn,
Heartless.
Damn. Yeah. All right, chat.
What are you doing? You made us make decisions.
I
You're just
know.
like, I'll go either way. That's why Eazy says he's always right, because he's like, you could do that, or you could do that, and then one of them comes true. He's like, see, I knew it every time.
No, that's not why.
But you guys said.
But you guys say, yeah.
2 sacks in 5 games. I think I'm keeping him. It's purely off the prospect of, Aleem McNeil, Josh Pascal coming back. Aiden's going to be there obviously as well. Oh, but you also have the other Harris. Well, I can't think of his first name. No, it is Charles Harris, right?
Charles Harris, yeah.
Then what's the cornerback's name?
Cornerback?
Will Harris.
Will Harris is the
Oh, okay.
cornerback, yeah.
I probably cut Charles Harris, save the $4 million, keep Okwara.
Will Harris, you mean?
Will Harris is the cornerback.
Yes.
Charles Harris. Yeah, I'm saying I probably cut Charles Harris.
Cut Charles Harris.
Yeah, and keeping Okwara.
Okay.
Because if I cut Charles Harris, that's $4 million right there.
How much if you cut Okwara?
How much if I cut Okwara? $7 million. So I get $7.5 million. So $3.5 more. But 2 sacks in only 5 games. Yeah. I feel like I'm getting production out of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's
Plus,
for
I'm assuming they're going to grab another piece to put in that middle, or signing a piece to put in the middle for him to branch off of. All right. So like what? 44 million?
Right.
45 million?
We'll call it 50.
Call it 50. Are we taking out Jamal's contract?
Yes.
So right back down 43.
43.
All right. So we got Jamal re-signed. We're at 43. I don't know what's gonna happen with Kaminsky. I know the re-sign. I just don't know what the deal's gonna look like.
Kaminsky, we'll say that's $4 million.
For both?
For both.
No way.
Like together.
No way.
You think they're gonna get more than $2 million each?
Kaminsky?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You really think he's gonna get more than $2 million?
Yeah. Kaminsky's a hot commodity. There were, I think, like what, 17 or 14 waivers put on him?
Yeah.
Detroit Lions won just because of priority.
A ridiculous amount of money.
Yeah, but more than $2 million. $2 million ain't dick.
I'll take $2 million.
Yeah, well, yeah, we would.
Yeah.
How
much do you think Kaminsky would realistically make?
At least 4.
Okay, we'll say.
And by the way, I'm cool letting Bugs go. Everyone, I don't get the infatuation. I feel like that's replaceable. I like him. Don't get me wrong, fellow heavyweight. I don't need Bugs back.
I like Bugs, and he wants to be here, and he's not going to be expensive.
He is cheap. You're right.
Yeah, give him $2 million.
All right, so let's do 5
We'll
for
say
both.
5 for both.
All right, I'm cool with that.
Okay.
Plus, these deals are staggered that way anyway, backloaded, right? So we were at 43 at the re-sign of Jamal, 40 with Bugs, and then 36. So now we're shopping with 36 mil.
Yeah.
What names you got?
Where do you want to look first? You want to look defensive tackle? You want to look linebacker?
I guess let's do it relative to like what's available in the draft, right? Like.
All right, we'll look at linebacker then, because you got to think they're going to go offensive tackle and cornerback.
Okay.
And they're losing Anzalone. We didn't talk about re-signing him.
That's fair.
So you look at the linebackers. 3 names that stood out to me were Levante David.
Okay.
Aziz Al-Sayer. And Tremaine Edmonds. My favorite being Tremaine Edmonds.
Yes, I feel like he's going back.
He's a young guy. He's a guy you're going to see. He's not going to be more than, 15, 16 mil a year. That's a guy I'd like to see the Lions go for. That's a guy I'd like to see the Lions give a contract to. If they're not re-signing Anzalone or drafting a linebacker and they're signing one, I want it to be Trey Edmonds. I think the guy can be a stud. I think he's ready to explode. Pause.
I feel like the Bills are in a championship window, much more than the Detroit Lions are. they're going to make something work where they're keeping that guy.
Well, I mean, they're getting an extra 15, 16 mil.
And that's his contract right there.
Josh Allen's getting
his boosting
$40
up to
million
30. Yeah, I'll check right now. I just feel like I'm with you, though, by the way.
But the Bills don't really need him, as bad as that sounds. They got Matt Milano.
Yeah. Do you think that's part of his success, then, to say that?
No, I think it's holding him back a little bit. I mean, it definitely helps when you got a guy like that, but it also, like, stat-wise, is holding him back.
Yeah.
And he's great in coverage.
Damn, Josh Allen's... Oh, man. I mean, it's bad.
This is a 38. He's getting a $30 million raise.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I definitely missed that. Yeah, $39 million.
Yeah.
Whew. Okay.
Must be nice. That is, dude. Can you imagine walking in one week and like, yeah, here's a $30 million raise? I'm like, whoa, all right. See it. I'm cashing one check. I'm going to Cabo.
And then Edmonds, what's like the going rate for linebackers right now? What did
I think Edmonds will be around 16 mil a year. 15, 16 mil a year.
Kind of steep, no?
No, I don't think so.
You think he's offering that much?
Yes.
What's he like in the pass games? Got like
he's a great
interceptions, stuff like that? Got Bobby Wagner's deal. Bobby Wagner's getting paid like 12.
Yeah, but Bobby's an old man.
Yeah.
He's still great. He's still great for sure, but...
All right, maybe...
I think Trey Edmonds is a much better, younger, more athletic version of Alex Anzalone.
MMS 1346, they will re-sign Anzalone. If my other option is pay another guy $16 million, I might just re-sign Anzalone.
You just don't want to pay anybody. You got to pay somebody.
No, I'm down with paying people.
Yeah. If we got $40 million in cap space.
You want to pay like these like fringe guys. And I'm just not doing like Deron Payne, not giving him the same contract as you should give a Chris Jones or Aaron Donald. Tremaine Edmonds, I'm not giving him the same contract or above the contract of a Bobby Wagner. I'm just...
Bobby Wagner went into a shape. That's what you have to do where you're at right now. Unless you want to break the bank and pay a Roquan Smith $25 million or $20 million a year.
But that's what I'm breaking the bank for. You know what I'm saying? I'm breaking the bank for a Roquan Smith. I'm not breaking the bank for all due respect to Tremaine Edmonds. I think for, fabulous talent. I just feel like Anzalone had the career of his year. I mean, the year of his career. Whatever the hell I'm trying to say right now, that's what Anzalone did.
100%.
Boy got the fog.
Yeah.
Anzalone had a damn good year, and he's a lot cheaper. Also, I think that's one that could be addressed in the draft. Trent Simpson could be there at 16, or I'm sorry, 18. I like Trent Simpson out of Clemson, the linebacker.
Joe Burrow got that full
matter of fact,
too now.
Brad Holmes linebacking, like, cool, whoever he wants to draft.
Let's see.
Looking at?
I'm trying to. He'd be in between Foyesade Oluokun.
Good job. I'm sorry, that was me. I don't even know what you're trying to do right now.
That's the guy's name. The players he'd be in between, if you pay him that much money, are Foyesade Oluokun.
Who? Is that guy a fucking transformer?
Roll out. He's for the Jaguars.
The
linebacker for the Jaguars is getting paid $15 million a year. And C.J. Mosley, who's making $17 million a year.
I like C.J. Mosley.
I think he gives you equal to, if not better, production than those players.
All right, cool. So, what was the number we're at? We were at 30?
Yeah.
Or 36?
36.
36 minus 16. All right, now we're at 20 million. Because you want Tremaine Edmonds.
I do.
What about cornerbacks?
Cornerbacks?
No, there are cornerbacks. We already looked the other day.
You look at guys, Marcus Peters, Jonathan Jones, Bradley Roby.
What other positions you got on there?
Defensive tackle.
All right, who's in the market for?
Darren Payne, Fletcher Cox, Javon Hargrave. Those are the three names that stood out to me. Poona Ford is also a guy you could throw in there. He'd be a lot cheaper.
Darren Payne, no. Fletcher Cox, yeah. Well, that's different defense too.
Rookie class is going to be $9 million, not $15 million. Austin Cheek.
What?
The rookie class.
For the sign of the rookie class?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we had the 2 first-rounders as well.
Be around, I think I said 9
so
or 10.
really,
9 or 10
we only have
million.
$5 million left because you wanted to sign Tremaine Edmonds.
Yeah.
All right.
Poona Ford you can get for
you
$5 million.
You got defensive tackles, linebackers. Do you have any offensive positions there?
No.
All right. I'm going to look up free agent wide receivers. I'm pretty sure it's ass.
Again, we also have 4 picks in the first 2 rounds.
I know.
So...
Well, I'm bringing this up
because... So you'd rather sign, 3 average guys than pay 1 good player.
But you're the one saying he's like... I mean, he's good. I'm not going to say
I think he's really good. I think he'll be a Pro Bowler when he goes somewhere and he's not next to Matt Milano stealing some of his shot.
I just feel like I don't look at it as stealing shine. I feel like if you're next to Matt Milano, you excel like more. Same way, who's the guy you guys had on BD the other day?
KJ Wright.
KJ Wright.
Yeah.
Like KJ Wright still could play. He's fairly young.
Mm-hmm.
Next to Bobby Wagner, he had a hell of a career.
Yes, he did.
Without Bobby Wagner, nobody really wanted. All due respect, KJ Wright. Shout out, coming on the show. But like,
damn, bro.
I'm being real though.
That's fucked up, man.
Without Bobby Wagner, people were like, and I'm not saying that about Tremaine Edmonds, but I just don't know.
Tremaine Edmonds is only 25 too.
He's very cheap and he's huge. Pause.
Jeez.
You just don't like paying anybody money.
Stop saying that.
You didn't want to pay Roquan Smith either.
I didn't. You're right.
You never want to pay anybody money.
You're right.
Easy's just.
You know what?
Easy's the owner. He's just rolling in his bed with all his money. He's like, you're not getting shit out of me.
I could afford to pay him if I insured with Swiss. My guy Mark over at Swiss Insurance. In the last 10 weeks, Mark has saved his clients an average 26% on their insurance premiums while increasing the coverage, affording him the salary to sign Tremaine Edmonds, Roquan Smith, and all the above. Go Lions. This is Woodward Heavyweights. We'll be right back talking Detroit Lions free agency.
3 NBA championships. Detroit fans were there. 11 Stanley Cups. Detroit fans were there. 4 World Series wins. Detroit fans were there. And that one Lions playoff win in 1991. Yeah, Detroit fans were there. Woodward Sports, where the fans are.
By now you know me, Christina Gennari, as the obvious choice in real estate. And you know my website, soldchristina.com, as your #1 resource for buying or selling your home. Myself, along with my amazing staff, pride ourselves on making your home buying and selling experience a relaxing and easy one. Come see why we are the obvious choice. Christina Gennari at soldchristina.com, the obvious choice in real estate.
Get a shot up. This is for the win. All of Detroit's sports teams live on Woodward.
All of Detroit's sports coverage lives on Woodward Sports.
Driving the best in Detroit sports coverage.
Chili Peppers Tanning is where you'll find the cleanest salons in the D. Spotless, sanitized rooms with trained and certified tanning professionals. Join the Pepper Club. They got all the best deals where they beat all competitors by $5.
$7?
$5.
No, $5. Idiot. Don't forget to pick up Australian Gold, Designer Skin, Caltan, and Swedish Beauty Lotions. ChiliPeppersTanning.com. The hottest bulbs, the hottest deals, the darkest tans. Once again, ChiliPeppers.com.
What up there? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights live over sports.com. I'm your boy Eazy, joined by my man Spin Morax. We've got young Chris, JB Smooth. We're kind of just going over like Detroit Lions free agency. Now we had $30 million to work with. Spin wanted to give half of it to a linebacker, and in a league where the linebacker position's dying off.
Eazy just wants to hold on to it.
I don't want to hold on to it. I just, name me the top 5 linebackers in the league. Let's grow short because they're not as effective as they used to be. I see you hitting the Google machine. You ain't slick. I mean, pull them up. Actually, I don't care.
Roquan Smith,
where do you
Shaq
put the
Leonard,
money?
Fred Warner.
So where do I put the money?
Yeah, that's the fair.
So I got like it's called a double
safe.
queen. You know what I'm saying? And like in between there's like some space because it's got the adjustable frames.
Bobby Wags
right
is
between
still
there.
up there.
It's
Yeah.
just 30 mil right in between.
That's where
Campbell's
Roquan
really
Smith
good.
goes.
Eric Hendricks is really good. Mario Davis is really good.
I would for the linebacker position specifically again because I feel differently about it than Spencer. It just doesn't hold that much value for me to give half of my free agency money there, and I feel like Brad Holmes and
Okay,
this
so
is not fair.
who do you want to sign then?
I'm
Who would you wanna sign?
going to the offensive side of the ball. And I'm looking now live on air. Anybody in the Woodward Sports chat want to throw out some names there too? But I want to bring back DJ Chark.
Okay.
I want to bring back DJ Chark because I feel like it opens up. That was the strength of this team, right? And that we're going to ride, pause intended, but if we're going to ride like one strength of this team, it's clearly the offense. And I just want to keep that penned down. There's already chemistry between he and Goff. He opened up a lot of things for Jamison Williams. He's a great run blocker as well. Not great, but good. I would rather spend that money on DJ Chark, and I think honestly probably right around the same money too. So maybe I don't want to do that, but I have more like reason to. Whereas like the linebacker position again specifically, like I got production out of Alex Anzalone like last year. TJ Edwards for the Eagles right now. He's being very productive.
Mm-hmm.
He's not like one of those like top tier names, but I believe he's a free agent too, from what I've heard. I don't know how much you expect to sign him for. And then more money. I guess I'd start shopping the offensive guard market.
No way.
No?
No.
Why not?
Because you can draft him in the 5th round.
That's fair. I'm not arguing that. I'm not arguing that at all. I'm also looking up other linebackers.
If you're going to sign a guard, you might as well just sign Evan Brown back, but I wouldn't do that. I would just draft one in the 5th round or 6th round.
All right, so I'm looking at
what? The free agent linebacker class, Trey Edmonds is ranked 4th.
Who's number 1?
Levante David, and then David Long, TJ Edwards, Tremaine Edmonds.
See, now Levante David, I think, give for a little bit of a discount too. No.
No way.
No?
I don't think so.
Cheaper than Edmonds. Levante David's up there. I think he's at least 30.
He's 33, I believe.
Yeah. See, I'd rather sign him. It's not be cheaper.
No, I don't think so.
I think it's cheaper. David Long from Tennessee Titans, not as familiar with him. TJ Edwards from Philly. That's probably the guy I would start keying in as a Detroit Lions fan. Matter of fact, it is a guy that I'm going to start keying in is TJ Edwards. He's obviously part of a successful defense right now. It's very possible they bring him back because they are working on a lot of rookie deals over there in Philly. But they're also adding a top 10 pick to that as well. Javon Hargrave, Dalvin Tomlinson, Dramont Jones from Denver. I'm looking at those are defensive tackles out there.
Mm-hmm.
And then just the free agent cornerbacks, just not even. I mean, James Bradbury's there, Cam Sutton, Patrick Peterson. Jonathan Jones, a free agent this offseason from the Patriots?
Yes. Yeah, he's on my list. Jonathan Jones, Bradley Roby, and Marcus Peters were the 3 cornerbacks I looked at.
How much did you pay him?
Jonathan Jones, I'm not sure. Again, I'd rather just draft a cornerback.
Izzy Powell in the Woodward Sports chat. By the way, Izzy, I'm with you with the idea here. Giving Chark a 2 to 3 year, that's $8 million a year, but there's just no way he's coming off of playing $10 million a year.
Yeah,
that's just not it's not realistic money wise.
You don't think if they give him a longer contract, he'd take it for that? They gave him a 1 year, $10 million prove-it deal. So 3 years, 8.5 guaranteed.
The one of those ones that creep up.
Yeah, he's still proving that
starts at 8 and moves up to
still proving 16. That he can't really stay healthy for a whole year.
Nah, that's fair.
So
that's
it's
true
not
too.
like he's gonna. I mean, he's always been a talent, but he can't stay healthy. So it's not like his value's gonna skyrocket.
Would you have Juju or would you rather have DJ?
DJ. I don't like Juju.
I don't like Juju either.
I don't like
Is that for personal reasons?
Yeah, I hate TikTok. No, I'm just kidding. I like DJ. I think DJ Chark's a better talent than Juju, but I just want the guy to stay healthy.
JB, where you have the linebacker stuff?
I don't know. I kind of want to sign Trey Edmonds. All honesty, spend that money a little bit while you can. You know.
Yeah.
As far as wide receivers, yeah, I'd much rather would just keep Chark if you could. I think it would be relatively cheap. All honesty.
Yeah. What? How much?
12, 13.
I could see that.
See, I don't think it'd be that much even.
Oh, you think it'd be less?
Get out of here, bro.
What has he done that is like, all right, yeah, he's going to get a raise? He's done what he's done his whole career, and he got paid a $1 million.
Do you know what the market is,
a
though?
1 year, $10 million. It was the same as it was last year.
He's getting paid more than $10 million.
I'm not sure he is. He's proven that he still can't stay healthy.
You're bananas right now.
Am I?
Yeah, you are.
Why?
Because the
How
market...
much would you pay DJ Chark? Would you pay him $15 million a year if you know he's going to play 7 games?
You don't know he's going to play 7 games.
That's what he's proven. That's what his track record has been. Like I said, he's a great talent.
2 years yet.
I'd love for it to happen, but he's proven that he can't stay healthy. You can't make a giant financial investment in a guy like that.
People do all the time, though.
Yeah, and I don't want that to happen.
Dak Prescott he's one of those guys, too. Always hurt.
Don't compare it to a quarterback. That is way different.
No, I'm comparing guys that have gotten hurt and gotten big deals.
There's 32 starting quarterbacks in the NFL. There's one of 32
That's
guys.
Fair. Okay. All right. That's fair. I'll back off. No, he's definitely getting over 10.
I don't know.
I'd say for sure.
I wouldn't be sure about that.
I'm damn sure of it. Like that's just 1 off the market, 2 based off performance, like when healthy. He's one of those guys that's worth paying that type of money. If Christian Kirk can do that coming off of
Christian Kirk had a crazy good year this year.
He did have a crazy good year.
And he stayed healthy the entire year.
But you look at like him when he was in Arizona, he was like the option too. And we're saying like that was a little bit of risk. They did not give a fuck. Yeah. He got one hell of an insane deal. Like if Christian Kirk's getting those type of deals, DJ
Why
Chark
didn't he get one last year
getting
then?
10. What do you mean, DJ Chark? Because he's hurt like that offseason.
Yeah.
He's coming into this offseason healthy and off of like a hell of a campaign to end the season with.
I don't know, a hell of a campaign. He had a good year.
Yeah, not hell of a campaign. That's fair. Well, the last couple games he's balling.
He had a good year. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's definitely getting more than 10.
We'll see.
Okay, what about Chark for 11.5, and then you have a bunch of incentives for him in his contract if he hits during the season? Does that sound better?
That's probably what's going to happen.
I'd give him a
due to the health stuff.
$10 million contract and $1.5 million incentive if he plays more than 15 games.
Yeah. I'm looking to Jonathan Jones. We saw him work Jared Goff in New England.
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather pay him or would you rather pay your boy Tremont Edmonds?
I'm sorry, who?
Jonathan Jones, the cornerback.
Jonathan, I'd rather play Trey Edmonds because you could this cornerback draft is crazy.
Was James Bradbury nice in New York too?
Yeah, he had a good year.
It was just that one year before
Mm-hmm.
the free agency stuff.
Jonathan Jones is a great cornerback. Don't get me wrong, but I'd rather pay Trey Edmonds than that because we've got 4 picks.
I'd rather pay Jonathan
in the
Jones
first 2 rounds.
Then
And the cornerbacks up there are better than the linebackers up there.
That's fair.
And Trey Edmonds, I think, does a lot for your defense. And you can get a guy like Christian Gonzalez. Maybe you double down at cornerback in those first 2 rounds. You get a Christian Gonzalez and an Emmanuel Forbes.
I feel like they're bringing Evan Brown back too, by the way.
I don't think so.
Probably a discount deal. What is Chris? Go ahead, just take the mic. What do you
Yeah. You guys are talking about the cornerbacks and possibly allocating money there. Well, there's this that came out, this tweet that I just want to throw up, and that's Holmes has shown a tendency to double dip in positions and needs at the draft. He did it in 21 with D tackle, and he did it in 2022 with edges. So there's a possibility that they could even go double dip in corner, especially with it being, like you said, a deep and good class. So maybe you are able to allocate your money elsewhere. Would you guys be for them double dipping with 2 of those, say, like four first picks, or
Yeah,
or
I wouldn't mind it at all.
Or would you take corner later, the second corner later in the draft?
I wouldn't mind it at all.
I think it's a hell of a class to double dip in.
Yeah, if they got Christian Gonzalez and Emmanuel Forbes, those first 4 picks, that would be a huge W.
Yeah. Or Joey Porter. Yeah, any combination of the. Yeah. I'm cool. I'm cool with it because I don't know that Jeff is coming back. One, they're definitely not picking up the 5th-year option, just money alone.
Yeah.
Unless he has which would be too late by that point. Actually, they have to find out like this
Yeah.
year. Yeah. So I think they're losing Jeff Kuda. 1, again, not picking up because of money, and then 2, he might not just want to come back here. It's been a bad experience for him for keeping it a buck. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be mad at that at all. No, I would love to have 2 shutdown corners. My favorite defenses outside of Detroit in 2014 is Legion of Boom. Those are great shutdown corners.
Yeah, Richard Sherman, Brandon Browner, like
Denver Broncos when they carried the corpse of Peyton Manning. They
Akeem Talib, Chris Harris.
Yep. So yeah, and especially if they pan out, I just don't know that Brad would do that though. I mean,
yeah, how likely do you think it is?
Quite possibly. Like I said, there are really 2 glaring holes on this team, and that is cornerback and defensive tackle.
Yeah, I think I see it as more of that type of situation where he's just going to go, because he also drafts off need.
Yeah.
You know, we needed an edge, we needed a tackle, we needed a defensive tackle and corner, and I think they'll both be available at those spots. Now I don't know they'll be first round, second round. I mean, he could still do all 3.
He could.
He could still double dip and get
He's
a DT.
got 4 picks. Like I said, you go.
I guess, would you be pissed if it was first round?
No.
Because then you get into the conversation. That's where I'd have a conversation with Neil about positional value, right? Because you have 2 of those guys in first-round contracts. But also you have 2 of those guys with possible 5th-year options if they ball out. Yeah. That's a good question.
Then.
I like it, man. I like it. And
I like it a lot.
I just, maybe I got to get back into shape. I can fill that linebacker role. If you want to get back into shape, you can just go to Planet Fitness, because Planet Fitness is officially the studio sponsor of the Woodward Sports Network, and it's also home of the Judgment Free Zone, where you can work out for just $10 a month or upgrade to the Black Card for unlimited guest privileges, hydro massage, and much more. Join In Club or online at planetfitness.com. It's Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
Love Woodward Sports? sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports Clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Beverly Hills Golf, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog.
Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
At work and at home, we're there with smarter security solutions. Featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
Woodward Avenue, the first paved road in America. Woodward Sports, the first sports network born in Detroit and made for Detroit.
At Alta,
Uptime
matters. Alta Equipment has everything you need to get the job done. You got a big project coming up? Alta has you covered. Make sure you guys give them a call today at 844-GO-TO-ALTA. Again, that's 844-GO-TO-ALTA. Alta Equipment where
Uptime
matters. Before we went to break, Chris teased us with a tweet from, what was that, Lions Report?
Yes.
Off of Twitter. And he asked, it's a tendency of Brad Holmes, I guess, to double dip in the drafts. And you had the first year, defensive tackle, Lee McNeil, then Levi. And then you have last year, with the edges, Aiden Hutchinson, very next round, Josh Pascal. And then we brought up the conversation, cornerback at that point. And I didn't oppose to it. I said, yeah, right away, blindly. But then during the break just now, I thought, your boy, our boy, Gonzalez. And then double dip at 18 with Joey Porter.
That'd be pretty gnarly.
We're both Legion of Boom fans.
That'd be pretty gnarly.
6-foot corners. Come on.
You put him out there. You got Kirby on the back end.
Yeah.
You got a pretty
even
nasty
just from
pass rush.
tipping a ball up and Kirby's going to make a play on it.
Yeah.
I like it.
I like that.
I guess I'm asking you guys in Woodward Sports Chat. I know Funky, I saw you do this, and I think that might be our real, for today. I'm curious, with the general consensus is of that, because those are two guys that are projected to be some damn good corners.
Yes.
It's not just two no-name dudes. Those are the dudes.
Those are top flight guys. Those are two top flight talents that you talked about. You can put two guys out there that are big, that are long, that have good ball skills in a division with a Christian Watson, with a Justin Jefferson, and with whoever the hell the Bears are going to get. You're going to need big, long quarterbacks. And it would be pretty wild. That would immediately give them, if they pan out to what they're projected to be, a fantastic secondary.
How about this duo? Devon Witherspoon and Trenton Simpson. Trenton Simpson's a linebacker out of Clemson.
Yeah.
I don't like that as much.
No, me either.
I like the other one better.
I like Witherspoon and Forbes too. Or Witherspoon and Gonzalez.
Witherspoon and Gonzalez. You think Gonzalez there at 18?
No.
Mel had him there at 18. I don't think he's there at 18 either. I'm just trying to think of. There's never been anything like that either. Two corners in the first round. They both were shutdown guys.
I think it'll be even more interesting when you factor in the whole Okudah thing. With the Lions just having that recency bias of taking a corner that high up in the first round. I think it's going to be very divisive for Lion fans to want to commit and sign up to the only time for the foreseeable future they'll have 2 first-round picks and dedicate both of those to cornerback, which you not too long ago invested in very high up. I think I'm interested to see how everybody feels about that.
I feel so disrespectful for forgetting about Okudah. Actually, I don't think they do that because they have Okudah.
I mean, but
it's for just 1 year.
Yeah,
really.
And we kind of established that.
But it'd be a waste of him unless you trade him.
Getting cut. I mean, yeah, he's probably leaving, not getting cut, but he's probably leaving at the end of the year, like we said, anyways.
Yeah.
And you talked about, wasn't it your conversation with Darius Slay where he said cornerback is the position that takes a year, 2-3 years to really kind of get a hold of sometimes. So
yeah.
It doesn't necessarily mean that they'll both start right away over Okudah. They might, but
that's fair too.
It's
Two
a growing
guys on
process.
5-year deals.
I think Joey Porter's gonna be a dog.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about him at 6 just because like we're not seeing him around there, but that's one of those hunches though. I have no X and O's or breakdown or anything like that.
Does he know David Blau?
No, he doesn't.
Oh,
not worth the pick.
Not drafted.
Trash.
Wow,
Munch.
That's crazy. Alex Merrill says poll in the Woodward Sports chat. What kind of poll you want, Alex?
Poll.
Yeah.
You want us to poll for like, would you do the corners? Oh, yeah, maybe we should do that. Jeb Large Simpson is a solid linebacker. The Ronin Simpson is this year's Swiss Army knife. Different regime. I did watch some tape on Trent Simpson. Linebacker, you want like to clean up, right? To come through tackle, and he truly is. I've seen him there at edge. He's like poor man's Micah Parsons, and I say it because Micah Parsons is elite. Yes. He's great, but Trenton Simpson doesn't wrap up. I'm not in love with him, I guess. I'll put you that way. I love the fact that he has a Swiss Army knife, and I think that with my man specifically, AG, I think you'd love to have something like that, especially in the modern era of like NFL. I would just like to see more coverage snaps from Simpson for me to fall in love with him.
He's really good in coverage?
Who?
Jermaine Evans. Just saying.
Is he, though?
Yes.
Yeah, he is. Look, when I belt that out in my head, and I don't think it's going to be a thing because, again, I've rethought about that with Jeff Okudah in there, but Gonzalez, Porter, and then you have the money to get Edmonds if you want. That's Legion of Boom-esque. I'm just saying, Legion of Boom-esque. The playmaker and Kirby. Tracy smacking him. I'm with it.
People are saying Tyree Wilson. Mike G likes Tyree Wilson.
Mike G likes Tyree Wilson a lot. I've seen him say that a couple times throughout the chat. I have to allow myself to fall in love with Tyree Wilson. Obviously, Braylon works here. I respect Braylon a ton. I know he really likes Tyree Wilson.
He was the first tape I watched, and I liked it a lot.
Yeah. Did you watch Murphy yet or no?
No.
Do that, just so I can have your opinion on the two.
All right.
I haven't watched the Tyree Wilson tape, so maybe I should do it myself.
Yeah. Eazy just gave me homework.
Yeah, I did. And Chris, you do your alphabet. All right,
you got to do 1 through 45 odds. Make sure they're all done by tomorrow.
Damn it. Who are you taking at 6? JBGM.
Oh,
GMJB.
Still going with Gonzalez, but are we off of Kelly Ringo?
Yes.
Everyone's off of him now.
Yeah, he's more like a zone guy. This defense for the AG is like more like man coverage. I just don't know if it's a fit.
If it's a good fit.
Yeah,
I got you.
On top, did he get burnt up in the championship game, Spinny? Kelly Ringo?
Yeah, I don't know about him.
100%.
Not really burnt
100%.
up. 100%. Not really burnt up. He didn't look great, though.
Not championship game. I'm sorry. The one against C.J. Stroud. I heard C.J. Stroud was abusing him.
Oh, yeah, they were.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Can you concur, JB?
I don't really know. I mean, yeah, I guess abused a little bit, but,
It was pretty bad. They were throwing the ball around.
Paul Thomas in World Sports Chat, and I can't confirm this or not, but he says Sheila hasn't hidden what she wants, edge rushers. Is there something to that?
No. I'm sorry. As much as Sheila Ford-Hamp is great.
Did she even say anything like
Brad
that?
Holmes is doing what he wants.
Yeah.
This is Brad Holmes' draft.
Yeah. You got to let him do what he wants.
Let Brad cook.
I need an update on that, Paul. Where are you getting that from? JB is always dressed top notch. That's also just not true. No, I'm joking. I'm with it, I guess. Detroit Lions getting some new uniforms, Spinny. Amon St. Brown was playing Madden with his brother on whatever 33rd team stuff to do, and
yeah.
I mean, we already knew it. It's already been announced and stuff like that. But are you nervous?
No.
You got faith they're gonna do?
I'm just so happy with everything that the Lions have been doing.
Yeah, new field.
They got the draft. They got Hard Knocks. They're making things happen on the field. I just feel like these uniforms are gonna be a slam dunk. Hopefully they have some black and black alternate.
That'd be sick.
Because those black.
I don't hate our uniforms now though.
No, I don't.
I don't.
They can be better.
That's what
I don't like the grays.
I just don't know what the better is. You don't like the grays? I don't mind the grays. I like the all whites for a way.
The all whites are fire.
For sure. Tony Romo will concur. He's a big fan of the all whites.
Tony's a big fan of the all whites. So is Nick and Joey Bosa big fans of the all whites.
Yo, did you see Joey Bosa going in the game?
Yeah.
Getting her ass?
Yeah.
With the worst comebacks ever, bro.
Yeah. By Philly fans chirping him.
That's why Philly's the best sports town. I'm telling you, they put the pressure on the teams.
I mean, like winning wise, it's Boston.
Yeah, winning wise is for sure Boston. But I'm talking about just like we're about fucking
Boston
teams.
fans are also.
Does Philly have an accent? There's no accent in Philly. This is John.
There's probably an accent. Yeah.
This is why I say Philly's best.
Homework.
They're all in. Yeah, more homework for you guys.
Yeah, find out Philly accent. Give me your best.
Well, remember the Braves went there for the World Series and they're trying to get some catered, and the catering place was like,
yeah,
fuck you, go Phillies.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, they had to grease the poles. They hold the ownership accountable. Like
Boston fans are pretty toxic
chirping
too.
Joey Bosa into the game. Like that's awesome. I'm rich. Like you douchebag. Like,
yeah, congrats.
Kind of come. Yeah, good job.
Yeah, I could afford it because I'm rich. You broke bitch. I was like,
Yeah.
All right, Joey, relax.
Yeah, good comeback. Yeah, I don't know. And I was like looking at his girlfriend, like trying to hold him back. Like, bitch, fucking 6'8" offensive lineman can hold that man back. Like, you ready to watch the fuck out, or you get fucked up too.
I want some black alternates.
Wait, yo.
I want some black alternate uniforms. What is? How is that AEO-ish?
I don't know, man.
I love the blacks. The black uniforms are fire, bro. What do you mean?
JP, what?
Why are you going to him?
Because I
He's
can't.
not going to me.
I can't.
How do you feel about the blacks?
Bro, shut the fuck up.
We're talking uniforms. Like,
if they modernize it.
yeah, it's not. Yeah, they're not going to bring out the same old ass uniforms that they. I was going to say something that would have been real bad, but they're not going to. I'll tell you during the break. They're not going to bring out the same old ass uniforms they had. They're obviously going to be newer and fine tuned, but I think they should bring back the black uniforms. Those are fire.
JB just got a compliment for his fashion. Well, how you feel? What about the new jerseys? Are you nervous to go fuck it up, or?
Of course, I'm nervous they're gonna fuck it up. Just because, like, we got rid of those black uniforms that I personally liked as well too. But I kind of want to see something a little different.
Timmy's like, put purple in them somewhere.
No, put purple in there, but something a little different than what we're usually seeing every day. I like the white helmets or the white unis all the way, but they need to mix it up with the white helmets as well too. Like how the Bengals have theirs.
Those are
that white
sick.
and black. Well, they did something like that, like an iced out
new
white
helmets would
helmet.
Be cool.
That would be cool.
So that's my other question too.
Would be dope.
Did he? I guess I have to rewatch the clip. I don't know if he said new uniforms or if he said New Jersey.
I think he said.
New Jersey. He did say New Jersey. Because I do agree. Because remember we were at that golf outing, they had those black helmets, the Lions ones. Those were dope.
The Lions ones are dope.
They would have modernized.
King Horse said JB about to walk off. What, dude? I'm spouting my love for the black uniforms. I like them a lot. I'm not even like joking. They're dope. You see Calvin walking down in one of those all black uniforms. Like, that's hard. Like,
that's why I would wear that for like playoff games too.
I talked to Rob Sims about it. He said he loved them too.
Yeah, Rob Sims, big black uniform guy.
Do you like the black uniforms?
No, I said I want them to modernize it because if you look up the black jerseys now, like you'll look at it and you're like, oh, this is just literally a black jersey. There's nothing.
No,
special.
they'd have to make. Cool.
All right, what color are the numbers? Like gray, white outlining, and then white numbers, or
blue numbers.
Ooh,
gray outline.
Remember, you ever see that mock-up with Ebron?
Yeah.
It's like black, blue numbers.
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be pretty dope.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it wouldn't just be a regular ass jersey. Like, they'd have to make it cool. Yeah, but make the primary black on the alternates.
Kim Kardashian. I love the blacks. Kim Kardashian, Spinny.
Jesus.
Tell us about Foley.
I will, because the Foley Warehouse in Hamtramck is the home of the original football bowling pin game called Foley. Multiple different ways you can play. They've got $12 open unlimited play and private lane reservation for $120. They also have a $2 mystery beer vending machine, multiple fully loaded bars for you to choose from, so make sure you check them out at FoleyWarehouse.com.
The only sports network in Detroit that starts with a W. You know, because we win. Woodward Sports, Detroit's winning sports network.
As chilly weather approaches, Big Boy's got the perfect comfort meals for you. Try our hearty classic meatloaf or our creamy Cajun chicken Alfredo. These will be sure to leave you craving for more. How about breakfast? Our stuffed potato pancakes are back with our lumberjack, blockbuster, and Santa Fe Garden. These potato pancakes will definitely fill you up. Whether it's for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, come stock up on the perfect comfort meal today. We'll see you soon at Big Boy.
My name is Lee. I've lost 35 pounds on the Custom Health Center program. So the 3 biggest benefits that I've gotten from this program has been I'm not snoring anymore, I have a lot of energy, it's great, and oh, by the way, look at this. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
Call us at 844-789-THIN or visit CustomHealthCenters.com for a free consultation and get started for as little as $5 a day.
You have an opinion? Make sure it's seen and heard. Corner, jumper, tweet us, hop on the YouTube chat, slide in the DMS at Woodward Sports on all social media.
What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Weights Live on WoodwardSports.com. I don't know if I had to read.
Look at the paper.
Paper? I know, but we were switching up the topics. That's all. My eyes was everywhere. Today's show went by quick.
Very fast.
Yeah. Time flies by. We're having fun.
Yeah.
We find out Spencer and the Kardashians are one of the same.
Dude,
you gotta make that a meme.
I remember when the Red Wings had like the fake black jerseys. Like those were fire too.
Yeah. What are you wearing today?
I'm wearing black. I wear black every day.
Yeah. Gang.
So no, I just think those Lions jerseys were hard, dude. You can't deny that.
The Black Pistons jerseys are hard.
Black Pistons jerseys are dope.
Do you like the retro Red Wings?
Huh?
Do you like the retro Red Wings?
The
retro.
I don't like the horizontal stripes.
I thought I would at first. I don't like them as much.
Yeah, I don't like the horizontal stripes as much.
The OG ones are just clean. Like, you don't have to go. You should. I don't know. You don't have to venture too far off them. You like those, JB? You're like the style guy.
The new Red Wings jerseys?
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of like them. I mean, not for them to play on the ice with all the time, but just like a alternative. Maybe some away games here and there. Or, I mean, if you're just wearing it for fashion sense, it's nice little twist instead of just wearing the same plain old Red Wings jersey as always. Although those are classic, though.
Yeah.
So don't get it twisted.
Hey, the Red Wings got one of the best sweaters in hockey, man. You can't mess with it too much.
That's fair. But the Pistons, they're keeping Bojan Bogdanović. At least it's speculated they're doing so. Chris, I'll let you introduce this one because you're the you love the blacks.
Wait, what? Listen. I don't know where to go. Bojan Bogdanović says the Pistons thinks he is a core member of their future via Mike Scotto. They assured me that we are going to be great next year. We have a lot of cap space to sign great players. Now, this should not come as too much of a surprise to Piston fans, as at the beginning of the season they did extend Bojan Bogdanović, not only just for the simple fact of boosting his trade value, but in case they wanted to keep him past this season. And if you go back to last year's trade deadline, the same things was being said about Jeremy Grant. We are okay with having him long term. We are not just going to move him just to get an asset. We are going to look, and if we get an asset that we like in return, then we will do the deal, but we are fine keeping him. And this is how I think Troy Weaver is operating this. It doesn't mean that Bojan is untouchable, but it means that as of right now, he is planning to be a part of the Pistons' future, at least in Troy's mind. And Pistons fans just have to make it up. You can't have your cake and eat it too. If you want to be competitive next year and be in the play-in, then you need to have Bojan. Because even with the $54 million, maybe even $57 million in cap space you have, that's a lot of cap space, but we all know it's a struggle to sign players to Detroit. So you just have to. You can't have it both ways. You can't trade Bojan for an asset and then expect to be great too. You're trading your best player or one of your best players.
I agree, and I'll definitely get into depth about that as well. But I just want to talk about I think "have your cake and eat it too" is the dumbest phrase. Like,
it is.
You can't have your cake and eat it too. Like, yeah, you can. Like, if
it's a whole cake, bitch.
Somebody gives you a birthday cake, it's yours, and you're gonna eat some of it. Like, it doesn't make sense to me.
I agree. It's just what came to mind.
Yeah, I say it sometimes too, but it doesn't make sense to me. But they've talked about they're going to sign some great players in free agency, and they want to be great next year.
Yeah.
You're looking at guys. I compiled a little bit of a list, just breezing over it. You got guys like Chris Middleton, Harrison Barnes, Gary Trent, Kyle Kuzma.
Slow down. You're just going too fast. I need to process these names.
Chris Middleton.
Yep.
Come on. Harrison Barnes.
Come on, for real.
Harrison Barnes, Gary Trent, Kyle Kuzma, Kelly Oubre Jr., Christian Wood, Malik Beasley. There are guys out there in free agency this year that the Pistons could go out there and grab and would vastly improve them as a team, would give them some wing depth, would give them better shooting, would give them defense. So I do believe that Troy Weaver is going to go out there and make some things happen, because especially if they get that number 1 pick, man, you get Wemby in there, you get Cade coming back, you have Jaden Ivey off of a great year, Jalen Duren off of a great year, Bogdanović, the shooter, and then you can add some more pieces in free agency with a lot of money. I do think they can do that, and I agree with Chris. It's not like he's saying, yeah, Bojan's off the table, nobody's ever going to get him. If you offer him the right thing, he's going to trade him. But as of right now, Bojan should be a part of this team, at least for next year.
Yeah. I mean, the reason why I wanted to jump to this topic a little bit is, one, it's exciting because it shows they don't. Yeah, it looks like they're just collecting talent. It sucks we kind of got thrown into a tanking year with the injury of Cade Cunningham. But the Pistons truly plan on competing, and this just displays that. And I think the type of team you have with Cade as your star, I think you want a Bojan. I tell you that all the time. You got a facilitator like Cade. That was one of the reasons I was bitching about the Jaden Ivey fit. Is I wanted a guy that could shoot threes consistently. I know that Ivey can shoot them, but the consistency isn't there yet. That's why I would love to have a Bojan next to Cade Cunningham for a full season, 100%.
Or Kelly Oubre.
And then it also gets exciting because the same stuff we're doing with the Detroit Lions, we could do for damn sure with the Detroit Pistons, because they just flat out told you they're planning on competing. They got a lot of cap space to work with. You can go fantasy shopping for these free agents now. The opposite with Detroit Lions, Brad told you he's not spending that much money. You're going to see another year like last year. This one, damn, man. I mean, Harrison Barnes.
I said Harrison Barnes, yeah.
He's up there, though. He's 30.
Yeah,
I still ain't tripping, though.
Harrison Barnes would be good defensively for sure. Gary Trent, he's a great shooter. He's a pretty solid defender. I like Malik Beasley a lot. I think Malik Beasley is a guy that they should target because he's a great defender and he can also knock down some jump shots.
I think he's super underrated too. He'll fly under the market low key. I think he's one of those ones you can get for cheap and look at as a good deal.
They obviously need to focus on defense though, and you look at there's some good defense.
I saw Kelly Oubre, but
he can play. He's long. He can play some defense. He's not like a lockdown defender, but he can give you some length on the wing for sure.
The drip god
too. Yeah, very handsome young man.
Stop.
What, bro?
You already displayed your love.
I'm just saying he's a handsome guy. I can't compliment another man for being handsome.
No, I like Kelly Oubre a lot. I feel like alongside Cade Cunningham at least for sure. But there's the defensive side of it. Actually, you and Chris would know more than me defensively. Kelly Oubre.
Like I said, he's not like a lock-in defender, but he's long and he's quick. He's very athletic, so he can make plays defensively. But he's not going to be a guy you put out there in a defensive crunch time situation.
I have a little bit of a bias
he's a competent defender.
When I think of him, I just remember him just setting the fucking record against the Detroit Pistons last year.
6 threes in one quarter.
Oh man, that was so annoying.
I know he's a good player, man.
Yeah,
and like I said, it's not like he's a liability defensively.
Yeah. He kind of reminds me a lot of like a J.R. Smith wing, like a bigger J.R. Smith, where he has all the physical tools to be a good two-way player, but he's just not. But he's not terrible on the other side, and he definitely is very streaky, both with his 3-point shot and just with his overall game.
I'm with Jeremy Anderson. I miss defense. I feel like defense is like a staple of Detroit championship teams, at least Piston-wise, for sure. Yeah. I just don't really see any defensive names in there.
But I think we're building that, though. With Jalen Duren,
I agree,
and Cade and Ivey both project as people who can potentially be good defenders.
Yeah.
And Killian, is, again, a role player, but a good defender. So you have the makings of that. But what did I talk about all year this year? It's the youth.
Yeah.
It takes time to get good. But these guys have the physical tools to become good defensive players. And so I think that while you want to upgrade your defense, of course, there's some internal improvement that you can expect, or you should expect, on that end of the floor.
For sure. Ivey's impressed me with his defense at some points this year. Obviously, he's still a rookie, so he gets exposed a little bit, but he's been making a concerted effort to get in there and play defensively. He's been stealing the ball pretty well.
I want both you. One name on the list that takes the Pistons to the play-in.
I don't think one name on this list will take the Pistons to the play-in.
Yeah. fair.
But you have $54 million. That gets you 2, maybe 3 of those players, depending on the price tags and depending on who you get.
I like Malik Beasley, Kyle Kuzma, and Gary Trent. If we get 3 of them, those are.
Kuzma. There you go.
That'd be the 3 I'd go for.
Yeah, I think Kuzma will get you there.
I don't think so.
You're going to have to pay hefty for Kuzma, though. I think Washington's going to overpay him a bag.
And he actually probably isn't get overpaid. The other thing with Kuzma too is like it or not, he did win the championship. He does have
he's a great player.
He has experience to pass on at least.
He's a great player. But if the Pistons don't make any moves and they told this to Bojan and then just end up trading him, he might need somebody to talk to. And we got the place for him. That is the Sports Marketing Agency. They help spread awareness about mental health and substance abuse. Their new podcast, This is the S Word, helps fight the stigma about seeking help. So if you or someone you know is struggling, head to thesportsma.com and get the help you deserve.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit.
But we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side.
Lemieux and McCarty, who've had a good knockdown drag up. There they go, right on the whistle. They were talking to one another.
Woodward Sports.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1. What's your why? More epic energy? Better sleep? Blow off steam? Step 2. Join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving in our clean and spacious clubs. Step 3. Bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month.
Join today at any of the 50-plus Detroit area locations.
Make sure you download the Woodward Sports app in the App Store and the Google Play Store today. Take Woodward Sports with you wherever you go and listen live on your phone or mobile device.
Downtown Detroit's all decked out with the return of the Cadillac Lodge in Monroe Street Midway. The Midway is a giant slide with bumper cars and the indoor arcade, plus you grab drinks at the lodge before or after games. Shop, eat, and play downtown all winter long with deckedoutdetroit.com. Welcome back to the final stretch of the Woodward Heavyweights. I've been shopping this free agency list, and there's nothing like really just fall in love with.
Chris Middleton would be pretty damn good.
Chris Middleton? Yeah, I could see that one actually. Because here's the thing.
There's so many former Pistons on this list.
Yeah, that too.
That's the crazy part.
It's Detroit. Like if we're being real, unless we're on the cusp of a championship, like not too many free agents are like looking to come here. That's one of the things that was special about Ivy that I didn't want to hate on is that, like you never really have a kid. They say it in interviews, but he meant it. This dude was dropping tears on draft night and interviews in TMZ like before draft day. I want to be in Detroit. I want to be Detroit, or maybe even Indiana. But like. It was a true, like, to the, more than any other. We've never had that. So I respect him for that. He has all the lineage here to want to be great. But in terms of free agency, just no one's really going to want to come here unless if we get Wemby, maybe. But even then, I think it's 2 years out. Were you going to say, Chris?
I was going to say then to pose the counter argument to that is if you're not going to use this through free agency, then you're going to do what the Pistons have done the last few years, which is take on bad contracts for assets and capital. But that goes against the whole play-in tournament.
Yes, exactly.
So, like, at that point, if you're doing that, you might as well then trade Bojan for another asset and then just keep with this young core. So that's why I think I'm with you, Eazy. Like, those are all good names and those are all nice names, but nothing like that I'm in love with.
Yeah.
But the alternative is then continuing to take on bad contracts, and you're just kind of delaying it. You're just delaying the inevitable, really.
Hiking Horse says things Eazy hates: Ivy, Chicago, and salad.
Actually, I don't know the name of the place, but they made this Cajun chicken salad. It's just slap. It's Cajun chicken, and they got Cajun ranch.
It wasn't in Chicago.
Southwest salad, that's what it's called. And they probably, I bet Chicago's got good food.
There's a good Southwest salad at Grand Traverse Pie. I used to make them boys.
Let's do it. Yeah.
What?
Let's go get it for the free ski.
We'd have to go to East Lansing, but
there are no names. Middleton. That's the only one. Another former Piston, though.
Yeah. I like a lot of those names.
I like a lot of them.
I mean, I like them, but like, wait.
Kyrie Irving, James Harden.
Yeah, but they're not coming to Detroit. I'm being realistic about it.
Yeah, and so am I. These guys are all realistic options that would come to Detroit.
You know what? Speaking of naming the stuff I hate, I don't hate Kyrie. But I love to hate on him. I love to, like...
Why?
Just because people
You're
like
just a hater in general.
me. I'm not a hater.
Chris, you had your hand raised.
I'm very uplifting.
Yeah. I just think Eazy. The other thing you have to look at too is if you sign these guys and they end up being good, you can either A, package them for a star, or B, just move them for assets.
That's why I see
later.
It's like them getting moved for stars.
Yeah.
You just said I love to hate on somebody, and then you're like, I'm not a hater.
Yeah,
I love to hate on Kyrie.
Yeah, why?
Because
the flat Earth thing pissed me off.
Yeah, not even that stuff. It's just like
what's at the edge.
It's my whole philosophy. The league's winning rings thing. You know what I'm saying? Like Kyrie go off, do all this dope shit. I'm a LeBron fan. That's probably why I like to hate him more so. But never 500 without LeBron or that the Celtics team. He's kind of like got planted on. They went to the Eastern Conference Finals without him.
Yeah.
It's not so much hate. It's just for like the dick riders. I love to be like, your guys are not going to do shit. I was the same way with Melo a little bit, even though he is a wing. No.
Above all else, the funniest thing Kyrie ever did.
Spinny loves Melo. There's certain guys I can point to, and I'm like, that guy's never gonna fucking win unless he like takes a back seat.
Yeah, that's what you said about Jaden Ivey. So
I never said that about Jaden Ivey. Don't do that to me.
You did.
I didn't. I never said that about Jaden. Hold on, no, because you can talk shit. Don't cat. Don't cat. I never said that about Jaden Ivey.
Hate.
I said Jaden Ivey would win on his own team. Not here.
You think John Moran will win a ring?
Oh man, he's got Jaren Jackson. If they stay together, possibly yeah. But no, I mean without that, and I love Ja. Like I love what.
It's hard to win. Nobody wins a ring by themselves.
Yeah, nobody wins a ring by themselves. But like you need like he needs like a wing or like a Jaren Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Like someone elite alongside him. Obviously,
Brown wouldn't have won that ring without Kyrie.
That's Cleveland. The part. That's one of the things I hate. That's why I like to hate on Kyrie. Like
true.
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear it. What's Kyrie doing before LeBron in the lottery again?
I'm just saying.
Yeah, let's get Anthony Bennett.
What did LeBron do before he had 2 Hall of Famers on his team?
LeBron carried freaking Zilgauskas, Danny Gibson,
Hey,
Mario
put some
Williams.
respect on Sasha Popovich's name.
Yeah, facts.
Carried them boys
Mo
to the
Williams,
finals.
Not Mario Williams.
Sorry.
And
Did I say
lost.
Mario?
Chalmers,
yeah,
in Miami.
But that shit was impressive.
It was impressive.
Like looking back at that,
it was impressive.
Yeah. Like, God damn, that team.
Apollo.
I used to think Booby Gibson was gonna be a guy too.
In the Woodward Sports chat, Kyrie gifted LeGM a ring.
He ain't gift him.
He won that game.
He hit the game winner.
He hit the game winner.
Yeah, but
so
like LeBron's 38 didn't count. LeBron 30. How much did he have in that game?
Kyrie probably had like 35 too.
Kyrie Irving.
I know,
made
but that's
the
what I'm saying.
game-winning
Like,
shot easy.
They were.
But
Batman.
what else did he do?
They were Batman and Batman in that series. They were both averaging like 30 and 10.
They were going crazy.
They were. And it was straight like. It wasn't like team-esque either. It was really just them.
No, yeah, they were just calling ISO,
dude.
Yeah. Straight up.
And then it was the occasional.
It's kind of gross. I hate
the occasional like Richard Jefferson dunk in there.
Yeah, Richard Jefferson
just turned back the clock for like
shit
he
on
did.
Klay Thompson.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that was nasty.
That was
That honestly most fun series.
Staged.
Yeah, it did feel
Staged for sure.
like when Draymond got.
Yeah, bro, they robbed my boy Draymond out of a Finals MVP.
I can't lie.
He was going absolutely ridiculous in that
Dude,
series.
even as a LeBron fan, I was just like, oh man, this is.
Even in Game 7, he had like 30, 17, and 12.
When Steph fouled out, which is something he's only done like, one other time in his career.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
It was staged. For
Bullshit.
Great series.
I can't
though.
deny. Yeah.
Well, Blade No Icewood.
Not really.
Fire
Just great
name, by the
3
way.
games.
But Blade No Icewood in the Woodward Sports chat said, I thought Booby Gibson was going to be a beast.
I thought he was, bro. He wet them bitches. Yeah, bro. I really did.
Yeah.
Then that's why I learned LeBron's just that fucking good, bro.
It's like Ben Johnson. Like, I thought Ben Johnson was...
Jerk off.
No, Ben Gordon.
Yeah.
I thought Ben Gordon was going to be...
never thought that.
Oh, I did.
Bro, he dropped like what? He dropped like 40 in the playoff. He had like 8.
So I don't. It's like when we're kids though. Like we think everybody's gonna be fucking good, you know. So I don't really like count.
But not
those
like when they
results.
got to the Pistons or anything. I'm saying when he went absolutely crazy,
Mhm.
I was like, okay, yeah, he's gonna keep doing that.
I never thought Walter Herman was going to be good.
Yeah, me either.
All right, real quick before we go.
I knew T.J. Warren was a fraud in the bubble.
Best final series that you like lived to see live.
Ooh. I'll go first. I think it's last year's NBA Finals for me. If I'm being honest, or
right.
the 06
Nope,
or
we're
the
taking
06 Dallas.
We don't care
Because the LeBron Finals was good, but it was only good. This finals that we're talking about, but it was really only 3 good games. Like the first 3 games were blowouts.
04 Pistons, bro.
I mean, yeah, that's the obvious answer, but
duh.
Yeah.
But I've like
best finals are the one where my team won the championship. That's it. That's the best finals for me.
Viewership wise. Miami Spurs.
Miami Spurs. Yeah, the Ray Allen.
Yeah.
That was good.
That's the one. Yeah. Even like everything leading up to that too, like LeBron versus the Pacers.
Yeah.
But what were you gonna say?
The Giannis finals, Bucks Suns was.
You like that one?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because it was like a switch up. Like
it was.
It had been LeBron versus Curry for like 7 years,
That's
and
fair.
then they finally got different teams in there.
JB,
I'm taking it back a little bit. 97 Bulls and Jazz.
I was
1 years old.
Yeah. How old were you?
6.
6?
Yeah.
Don't even count. You remember that?
Bulls Jazz.
I actually remember that shot though.
Yeah, the
Jordan
push off.
shot.
Yeah.
The push off.
It was a push off.
The guiding.
It was guiding. It was guiding. Just guide them over a little bit.
But that'll do it for us today. We appreciate you all tapping into the Woodward
Smash the
Sports
like
Network
button.
on WoodwardSports.com. Make sure you smash that like button. We are the Woodward Heavyweights. From the man to my left, the one and only Speak Easy. We got Chris Platty in the TD booth. JB Smooth on the ones and twos. I am Spencer Raxter. We are the Woodward Heavyweights, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.